Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you guys all doing? I hope you guys are doing freaking fantastic. Let me scroll up to the top here. Give me a second. Mel was in here earlier, scared the shit out of me with an Astarian voice line, because of course. Lanta got first. Hello, Lanta. Teal got second. Hello, Teal. How are you? Evil Castle B. Hell yeah. It's literally a playlist that says Waltzing with a Vampire. I figured that we needed it because we're playing Vampire Therapist tonight. Finally, we're getting back into it. Look at me actually finishing games and stuff. I'm proud of myself. Let's see. Hello, Tish. Welcome in, Tish. How are you? Tunneling Pinhead, number one fan, Grandpa, Just Jaxper, Twitch Television, The Vampire Sip. Wow. I can't wait for the next edition. You're going to get it to the point where it's so long that you're not going to be able to fit it into a message. And genuinely, on, like, Twitch, that's going to be impressive, because the character limit is, like, 250 or something like that. You're amazing? Shut up. Shut up. Stop speaking. Finishing things. Couldn't be me. I finished stuff. Sorry, I will repeat what you just said, huh? I said shut up. I said shut up. I said keep your voice down. I said shut up. I went to bed late last night. I meant to go to bed earlier, but I got inspired to write what was supposed to be a short little thing for Lost and I's Baldur's Gate characters. It was just supposed to be a short little thing inspired by one sentence. A single sentence. And, I wrote for 2 hours. It was like 4 pages long. So, I went to bed late. Guys, I really have been enjoying writing. I don't know if any of you guys are interested in what I have to write, but I really enjoy writing. Need to make sure I keep it written down so I don't forget. Hold on. Yeah, you just have like one page and like a notebook that you just like keep adding to every now and then. You know what'd be funny? If you have like a multicolored pen like that has like the different inks that you press down, and every time you add something new, you switch to a new ink, and then you just cycle through them. I recently got multicolored pens. Yeah. What did you write so much of? I literally took a second to zone out to read something. Oh, I wrote so much about a Baldur's Gate 3 characters that Lost and I have. I wrote a lot, and I enjoyed every second of it. I posted it, not in any server that anyone can see it, but just a server that Lost and I are in, called Normal About Our OCs Club, where we each have a channel because we each write for our OCs. And I have this entire fucking, like, long-ass thing that I posted yesterday that technically is out of canon because it hasn't even happened in our play session yet. Because everything I've written so far is stuff that has happened in our play session. But we haven't played in a while. And I was inspired to write based off of a certain, like, sentence or whatever. The sentence was... Hold on, what was the sentence? The sentence was, how can you grasp at redemption when your hands are slick with the blood of your mistakes? And I was like, that fucking cooks. And my brain clung to that. And resourcing salamanders, apparently. Listen, it's your fault. Guys, hashtag blame Tish. It's Tish's fault that we're late tonight. I have a lot of vampire games. Where? Vampire the Masquerade, Vampire Therapist, Vampire Survivors. Where is my Vampire Therapist? There it is. Okay, we're gonna turn this off. Remember that it's really quiet, guys, but I can't control any of that. I literally cannot fix it. We just have to deal with it being quiet. I love that quote, OMG. It's so good. I love it so much. Ha, here we are. Hashtag Tish did nothing wrong. I agree. Damn, I can't believe you. I don't know what happened to make you say that you've never done anything wrong in your life. Jack's fiery stating facts. Is this how you repay me? After all the times I stick up for you in pockets, the minute I call you out, someone else sticks up for you. Is this my karma? That's it. I'm never sticking up for you again. Alright. We're gonna get back into Vampire Therapist tonight. Just some normal blood and trauma on a Saturday night. You know how it does be. Hello, Femin. Welcome in. You have yet to do a 1v1 stream despite waiting. I must side against you from here on. You stick up for me? I try to. Is that Femin on Twitch? It is! There he is, Samuel Walls, Vampire Therapist Extraordinaire. How are you feeling tonight? So this is the start of our next, session.
Know what your progress with your clients does. I must confess, I think you are a more fitting therapist than I am. Your clients are quickly comfortable with you.
Ooh.
I believe my clients are afraid of disappointing me.
I mean, I guess I can see where that makes sense. I ain't too keen to disappoint you either. You always make that face.
What face is this now?
Never mind.
Me looking at all the DMs and everything where you keep doing mental damage to me. That's different. I stick up for you when I'm in pockets chat or literally just pockets chat, because if Lost starts bullying you, I fold because it's Lost.
I'm teasing you, Samuel. I understand. It can be difficult to relate to a 3,000-year-old being. But let us not spend our time talking about me. I am more curious about you.
You guys hear it okay, right? I can't do anything for much of the sound. It's all the way up on everything.
Let us start with some meditation, and we will see what arises for you. Remember your place of comfort, my friend, and remember to breathe.
Okay.
Well, life just ain't fair. There once was a man named John Muir. Maybe I should start a farm or something. Up the Bella. It tastes real fine. Wonder whether I could rent a horse. The bastards are unstoppable now. I deserve to be punished for what I've done. Ain't right, they don't let dead folk vote. Wonder what's going on back home. Old Reinhardt doesn't try to teach me more German. She's real cute when she scrunches her nose up. I've been a real bad boy. Wonder how Evelyn's doing.
I think we're doing good.
Yeah.
There we go, there we go.
With my own thoughts these days.
The answer is yes, you can rent a horse. You can. Who's John Muir? I have no clue.
I am delighted to hear it. What sorts of things came up for you?
After our last session, I can't help but think about my criminal past and how I was pointing fingers everywhere but at myself. The universe dealt me a bad hand, but I played that hand poorly. I got abused, and then I abused other folk. I guess that's only fair, so yeah, I can feel bad, but maybe the universe was just evening itself out.
Aha. Samuel, I know that when we both have suffered and caused suffering, it is tempting to blame the fates. But this is dangerous. A sort of cosmic control fallacy. If we expect that fate will reward and punish fairly, we are bound to be disappointed. We are immortals, Samuel. We live long enough to see old grudges die. The judgments of our generation replaced by another. So in the grand scale of time, how can any judge fairness?
Dang. That's a real good point, Andy. But a depressing one, honestly.
Specifically, you can lease a horse. I can take out a loan for a horse. Probably. Then they'll just repossess it.
I was never a man of faith, but walking in them woods for so long, seeing so much nature, so much life and death.
Can you imagine repossessing a horse?
I started to feel a kind of flow to the universe, you know?
The bank repossessed my horse.
I understand, Sam. I am not suggesting that you deny any kind of spiritual faith you may have. It is fairness that is the fallacy. If we cannot define fairness, we certainly cannot expect it.
Yeah, I think I see what you mean. Dang, another cognitive distortion, huh?
No one ever said being human was easy. Yes, this distortion is called the fairness fallacy by mortal psychologists.
Fairness fallacy.
Let me give you a few statements that might have examples of the fairness fallacy, and you try to find them.
Okay.
I work hard to ensure my club is dope because I believe in earning my good reputation.
No.
Hey man, like, maybe it's good karma and maybe it isn't, but I just like to put out some positive vibes.
No.
The great vampire banker Count Van Gelder has been an entitled prick for 6 centuries. It's only a matter of time before he gets what's coming to him.
Fairness fallacy, I think. I mean,
I think I heard of this fella.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
one of them vampires pulling the inflation strings during that coronavirus thing, right?
surface doodaddy, yeah.
They say he caused the Great Depression back home, too. You're right that he's acting like a prick, but the universe ain't accidentally gonna make him fall on a wooden stake.
You are correct. This is a fairness fallacy. A bit of wishful thinking.
You really don't like this fella, huh, Andy?
He is a 600-year-old investment banker. He's tried to summon demons, and even they refuse to spend time with him.
Dude, imagine being so terrible that fucking demons don't even want to mess with you. He summons them and they like show up and then they see who they're working with and they go, nah, dude. Nah, I gotta get out of here actually. I'm sorry. I forgot I had a thing at 7. And he's like, but it's 3. And he goes, yeah, but you know how it be.
Yeah, and he's ugly, too.
Let us not descend to his level, Samuel,
Oh, sorry.
for you would never reach the bottom. Why bother being kind to mortals? The universe only punishes kindness.
I can make a hilarious joke and I'm going to. Me for real.
The universe punishes kindness? Well, that ain't nothing you can know, boss. Sounds like a fairness fallacy to me.
Indeed, Samuel. It's the sort of thing a more nihilistic vampire might say. But such nihilism is not founded in objective reality. And nihilistic vampires are real downers at parties. At the last Blood Drinkers Ball, I ended up at the same table as Ayn Rand. I cannot imagine who decided to offer her immortality. That was my longest night in thousands of years. But well spotted, Samuel.
I got all the fairness fallacies right.
Indeed you did, Samuel.
Slay.
You are most adept at tracking down cognitive distortions.
Slay.
I got a good tracking nose, I'll tell you that. I can't tell you the incredible things I learned just being in nature for so long.
Yes, you speak quite highly of this time. This is where you discovered the concept of cognitive distortions. And you said something about a flow to the universe?
Oh, yeah, that. I don't know, Andy. Something about seeing so much life and death and rebirth. I think it made me start to look at things differently.
It sounds as though it was a spiritual experience for you, Samuel.
I think it was too. My buddy John, yeah, he showed me the way. John Muir, you probably know who he is.
Yes, of course, the American
Hey.
naturalist. He made the entire United States agree that its nature was beautiful and worth protecting.
That's who John Muir is.
That's John, all right. I used to call him Johnny Christ because of the way he could make you believe. He didn't like that too much. but he had a way of making people think differently.
How did you meet?
By the late 1800s, my hippie friends moved west. John, he was their hero. He walked and thought, no modern comforts. We got along well. He liked that I never got tired. We usually walked in silence, appreciating nature. He'd draw, I'd write. I think it was the first man I fell in love with. I was still a young vampire then, not even a century old, thinking I was straight.
Oh, gay! Gay! Sorry. I know that we've had some gay thoughts from Sam before, but this is, yeah, I like the confirmation. I like the just saying it.
Most of us need a good 100 years before we are ready to open Pandora's underwear drawer.
Yeah, about that.
When did you start exploring? Why are we so sexy anyway? Are there any straight vampires? Enough this awkward talk. When did you start exploring?
How long did it take you to branch out?
How long did it take you before you started pegging dudes?
Oh, Samuel, death had little effect on my sexuality. I am from another era. Do you remember the 1970s? They were nothing compared to the 970s BC.
Oh! Oh! My dude's been fucking dudes since before it was cool.
The stories I could tell you. One night, my friend Heraclos and I snuck into this...
You know, I was just thinking about the time.
I'm joking, Samuel. Such a thing is not for a therapist to share in a session. I just wanted to tease the American a little.
Well, I think you're being real mean. Sorry. That's what I used to say to Princess when she was being naughty.
Don't call him naughty during this conversation.
I am honored to share the space in your mind occupied by your beloved horse.
Are there any straight vampires?
I've been wondering, are there older straight vampires out there?
No. Such an exclusivity of any sort seems incompatible with immortality.
No, they're all queer. Can you imagine being around for forever and only sipping from one glass of wine? Terrible.
There is a group of vampires out in Washington who claim to be straight, but they are not fooling anyone.
Why are we such sexy beasts anyway, Andy? Seems even the mortals know what we're like.
We are powerful, immortal beings. Our capacity to explore is something no mortal can dream of, as is our capacity to be bored. Dr. Drain might say that we have dopamine cravings that become harder to satisfy over time, and that might well be true.
Wait, so the older we get, the hornier we get?
Yeah, baby.
You have an interesting future ahead of you, my friend. You make an international...
Andy really went, just you wait. I'll be inside of you one day. Holy shit. Hi, Teal. Welcome in. How are you? I miss Sam coming out to Andy. You did. This is coming from a 3,000-year-old vampire. Makes this infinitely funnier. Yeah. They need a fuck already for my mental. There's probably already art about it. There's probably already art. Hold on. If I go to Twitter, that's going to be where I'll find it. I guarantee you. I'm not sharing screen. Okay, good. I was just making sure I wasn't sharing my windows. I'm not seeing any. That's unfortunate. Enough of this awkward talk.
Well, that's my curiosity satisfied. But speaking of which, I was talking about John. I fell for him hard. He wasn't into me like that, though. I don't think his wife got much from him, neither. That man was married to Mother Nature. No, but he was good company. I helped him map the West by sharing what I'd seen at night. I offered him my blood, but he was offended at that. He valued death and pitted my immortality. He just liked things as they were.
I wish I had met him. His mindset aligns with accepting things without judgment, as we explore in therapy.
He was an incredible fella. When he told me, Sam, I'm gonna get Teddy Roosevelt to make a law protecting all this, I believed him. Before he died, he urged me never to forget the earth. But I got busy roaming and didn't notice the wilderness shrinking. My old gang tracked me down and drove me to you. If I can't help them see another way of living, they'll destroy this planet.
How is a group of gangsters going to destroy the planet?
Right. Well, the Mystic Bastards are doing more than robbing banks and holding up trains these days. They got organized. And now they're called Sanguinius Health. They're a health insurance company, draining folks of their blood, money, and hope.
Ah.
Big now, too. Real big. Got friends in high places in the mortal world, and nobody knows they're vampires.
I was not aware of this company.
Jaxper, I sent you something. Check Discord. Yeah! Let's go! Slay.
They're good at keeping secrets. Even in the 1800s, we had a code language. They'd bring on the Infinite Dawn if it made them money. If I can't stop them, they surely will.
This sounds serious, but remember to not let your fears distort your thoughts.
Hey, Rek, welcome in. How are you? Paygorn? Yeah. We were looking at Paygorn of these two. Not on stream, I was looking at it.
When we foresee only a negative end to a complex situation, this is called catastrophizing. Another extreme that colors our thinking.
Meaning, maybe things are rough, but I can't see every angle, right?
Why not on stream? You're so right. Hey guys, do you want to see... Get banned, like, fucking
Yes,
instantly.
This is not to say your worries are overblown, but being able to imagine varied futures is useful in our decision making. Let me give you an exercise so you can identify catastrophizing.
Oh, I know catastrophizing. I get yelled at all the time in therapy for doing that.
I always make sure I keep my coffin key with me when I go to sleep. It would be embarrassing to be trapped in my coffin.
That's not it.
I sent my friend Bazul the Bloodborne a funny cat video, but he left it on red. He's surely plotting my demise.
That sounds like a pretty strong assumption to make. Maybe Bazul the Bloodborne was busy doing a puzzle, or knitting a cape or something.
You are so wholesome, Samuel. I think I know what Bazul was doing. It was not knitting. It could have been countless things, so you are correct. It is unlikely that he has left me unread out of malice. It was a really good cat video, though. I will send it to you later.
Oh, you never responded to that funny video I sent you of the horse pretending not to like carrots. That was a good one, huh?
Oh, I will have to remember to examine it later.
I don't think he watches any of my horse videos.
I saw a rat in my club the other night. The health inspector will certainly shut us down and expose me as a vampire.
I don't think one rat showing up at your club is gonna make the health inspector take you down, boss.
Surprisingly, the thing I got called out for in therapy and the most hasn't come up from what I've seen. Yeah, and catastrophizing was the last one because I just got an achievement that said, like, identify one of every distortion. What was the thing that you get called out for more? Why don't you talk about it right here on twitch.tv?
I mean, the rats were some of the cleanest things.
Share it with a class.
You are correct. That was some clear catastrophizing. I have not seen a rat here ever since I hired Bert.
I can't say I ain't had a rat-eating phase myself.
Oh no, Bert eats everything. He's kind of like a vampire goat. I do not know how he does it.
I guess Bert could eat the health inspector, too.
I think they know better than to get too close. Oh, no.
Hi, Raven.
I'm trapped outside
Welcome
here
in.
with
How
you,
are you?
And it is the middle of summer. I shall burn to ashes.
I think that's just true, right?
When I DJ
Yeah.
downstairs, I must ensure that I do not wait too long to drop the beat, or my patrons will think I am a terrible club owner and leave.
Was that an actual question out of curiosity or a joke? It was an actual question out of curiosity, and then I realized that we're on, like, a stream and you might not be comfortable with it, so then I quickly covered it up with a joke. It was both.
I don't know, boss. I don't think
'Cause I'm
anyone's gonna
awkward.
get all that worked up about dropping a beat. That's got to be catastrophizing.
You are correct, son. I am sure they will forgive me. Though, I do not let the beat drop too late or too early, but precisely when I mean to.
Jaxpert, want to know how many points I have? Absolutely. Share with the class.
All right there, Gandalf.
Who is Gandalf?
Never mind. I think I get what catastrophizing is now. It's just hard to see other angles when I see how powerful my ex-gang's gotten, you know?
I had a problem with projecting and specifically caring for others instead of myself constantly. Yeah. That's also been a huge call out. I have 18,468. Nice! What is everyone's channel? What does everyone have for channel points? I know some people have like hundreds, thousands. Like it's
But I know
crazy.
them. They're just like I was. Maybe they've gotten better at being evil, but I get where it comes from now.
863, spend them all. 800 as I only save up for goober and beans. So true and valid. Jesus Christ, Rick! Holy hell! That's nuts.
That's why I feel this responsibility to help them. Now, I know that's a control fallacy. Maybe I can't help them, but I do want to try.
Wanting to guide them out of the darkness is not a cognitive distortion, Samuel. It is a noble aim, truly.
I'm just not sure I can do anything. I'll probably just make them worse.
That sounds like catastrophizing to me, Samuel. I believe that you will help some and be unable to help others, or some may not be ready to be helped.
Rick could just randomly bully Jax one day. Just spend all the points. I don't have too much outside of like Dead by Daylight shit. That's expensive, honestly. Maybe I gotta make one that's just expensive. Thank you so much for the head pass. I appreciate it. That's the thing. They're cheap. Yeah, so maybe I should make some like real expensive ones just for funsies. I'm at 21k. Nice.
I reckon you're right. I gotta take things as they come. Just follow that flow of nature.
You are doing exceptionally well, Samuel. I have seen your clients slowly changing the way they look at themselves.
I could do. You're right about that.
I don't know, Andy. Seems like there's a lot of work to do.
There always is. That we will have work to do is one of the few things we can truly expect.
Well, I surely hope things keep going well.
I am not a man of faith, Samuel, but I do have faith in you.
Aw.
Oh, gosh.
Let us wind down together. Perhaps you'd like to play Settlers of Wallachia with me?
That sounds like the kind of quiet evening I'm looking for.
Aw.
Come then. I will set up the board.
Aw.
Good evening, Samuel. I hope we are feeling good about tonight.
Hold on, I want to read my journal. No! What was the last thing we read? It's gotta be here. June. Oh, well, May was the last thing that we read. Yeah, it is. So June now. It's been a hell of a month. I've got a full caseload of clients. I'm picking up new friends at Amaract, and Andy says I've been doing a great job. I learned 3 more cognitive distortions tonight, and I think I'm really getting the hang of this thing. I'm also learning a lot about Crimson. There's something special about that lady. I can see why Andy's a fan of hers. Seems like she could be doing a lot more than running a bar, but maybe that's me doing some should statements. Oh, I took a little trip to Dresden. Heck of a place. They have this emperor named Augustus the Strong who spent all Germany's money on porcelain. Wish I could have been his therapist. Golly, what a month. Golly? Sam. Please. I took some time to do some traveling in Europe in between client sessions. Prague is a great place to be a vampire. Nobody gave my fangs a second look. Well, unless I was biting them, which they didn't mind at all. Andy hooked me up with some vampires in Paris, too. We took a trip to the catacombs and drank real expensive blood. It wasn't that good to me, but I've got simple taste. Beautiful city, though. My clients are doing pretty well, I think. I even had one move on. And so, I guess I must be doing something right. And I learned 2 more distortions tonight. Oh, and Crimson's a lawyer? Didn't see that one coming. Okay.
Honestly, yeah. I think Dr. Drain's starting to accept himself. That's what this is all about, ain't it?
Indeed, Samuel. There will always be room for self-improvement, of course. None of us are perfect, and none of us are irredeemable.
I reckon so. Whoever shows up tonight, I'll give him that same benefit of the doubt.
You are a wonder, my dear. What distortions do you think you'll focus on tonight?
Oh, fuck. It's been a long time. Okay. We had to just think. There's a lot of blaming. Overgeneralization. Probably catastrophizing. And I want to say disqualifying the positive. Because we already locked in the should statements. Maybe I'll switch out overgeneralization for control fallacy. Yeah. Let's do that. I'm confident in that.
The ones that are likely to come up.
I'm confident in that.
They all do, one way or another. We are wildly irrational beings, my friend. But I will leave you to Dr. Drain.
All right, I think I'm ready. Here it comes. Hello, darling. Miss me?
Hello, Lyridus.
Oh, boy. Look, are we gonna have a civilized meeting this time, or are you gonna break them fangs out? I'm going to do exactly what I want to do. And you know what? You're going to love it, American.
Okay, sure. You're kind of growing on me a little bit.
So lay your cares and your underpants at the door, because Lord Lyridus is here to take you away.
No, you're not.
I guess Dr. Drain's back on the stuff again. Why don't you ask the little worm yourself? Oh, Doctor, your master summons you. Hello, Sam. Doc, what's going on here? Why is Lord Lyridus calling himself your master? Because that's what he is. You've helped me accept that, curse you.
Oh, god damn it.
Whoa there, compadre. How did I help you accept Lord Lyridus as your master? That weren't ever a thing I encouraged. You were correct. I was approaching my issue.
They're not my clients. They're Sam's.
But I was suppressing my vampiric needs.
I can simp for him all I want.
I had to accept the scientific truth. I am not nature's master. Nature is the master of all. To fight that reality is folly.
Not nature's master, nature's the master. That's a control fallacy, right? To feeling like just completely helpless.
Now hold on,
Yeah.
cowpoke. That's some extreme thinking there. I'm no scientist, but ain't finding nature as natural as nature itself? You're just babbling now. I ain't. Isn't fighting nature where we all come from? Why we walked out of the sea in the first place? Why anything lives? Evolution is the inevitable result of a species' fight for survival. Those best adapted to their environments thrive, and those who do not, die. It is not done with intent. Yeah, but them species are fighting nature, ain't they? And the fighting's what makes them what they are. A simplistic interpretation, though I suppose not inaccurate, but still.
The vampire simp, you were playing as Sam, they are patients.
I realized that I was suppressing a great part of myself. I
No.
did as you instructed, you know. I drank blood. Real blood.
Oh.
And it was incredible.
Oh.
I had forgotten how it was not just the taste that made one feel satisfied. It's the feeling of life that it infuses in the body. I felt strong, confident, above the petty worries and squabbles that come with mortality. I felt like a vampire, like the base creature that I truly am. What choice had I but to welcome the truth? I am a slave to my nature. So you see, I am his master. I always have been, and I always will be. Just as I told you. Therapist.
I don't know why, but I just imagine this dude has to like take off the jacket and like throw it over his shoulder, take off his glasses, like slick back his hair every single time he like switches over to this dude. And now that they're just doing it just like on a whim, can you imagine like every time he switches, he's like, okay, hold on, give me this jacket, I gotta put my jacket back on, put the glasses back.
The same dark master lies within you. You know this, don't you? I can see him behind your eyes. Oh yes, you cannot hide him from me. You cannot hide the blood, the screaming, the power you felt when you stripped the life and dignity from those pathetic mortals. I know your thoughts, my leather-bound friend. I know what you crave. Lie back, and I will give it to you.
Strange to do open-head surgery on himself. I don't think so. I don't think that's a good idea for anyone to do.
You poor, pathetic creature. You cannot even accept my gifts, can you? You wear the American flag as your chastity cage.
Well, we need like a spray bottle for this guy.
You know, I think I'll pick up one of those at the sex shop on the way home. I wouldn't want the dear doctor using my beloved equipment.
You really think you can dominate him completely? That's a control fallacy, amigo. Dr. Drain tried to shut you out and couldn't. You can't shut him out either.
It's like a
I don't
feral
need to
cat.
shut him out any longer, naive fool. He has accepted that I am his true nature, and that I will always know what is best for him.
Woo, America! Woo! American chastity belt, let's go!
Look, put Dr. Drain back on. I want to get his take on all this.
Put him back on. Yeah, okay.
But of course, talk to him all you like. He's a good boy now and knows what's best for him.
He puts back on the jacket. He puts on the glasses.
Doc, what's going on here? This ain't you. You're maybe the most motivated fella I ever met. Lord Luridus ain't who you are.
Don't you see, Sam? He is who I am. When I drank that real blood again, I knew it. I felt him. Every time I indulge, he will take over.
Blaming? No.
Don't you see, Sam? He is who I am.
No, shut up, shut up, shut up.
When I drank that
I
real
see a
blood
certain
again,
dude, but perhaps it is the fear that drives him
knew
to
it.
this distortion. Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
you
yeah.
see, Sam?
Now hold on a minute there, Doc.
There we go.
It sounds a heck of a lot to me like you're giving up control to Lord Luridus. If you're doing that from the start, you're going to be proven right. You're 400 years old, compadre. I think you can handle that guy.
Can I, though? Can any animal overcome its base, necessary instincts? It's just... I wish that Lord Luridus were not a natural outcome of my vampiric needs. It isn't fair. I have worked so hard to overcome our curse. Don't I deserve a better nature?
Dang, that fellow looks pretty down. What can I do?
Tell him a joke to cheer him up. Give him some cowboy wisdom. Tell him things are going to be okay. Give him some cowboy wisdom.
Partner, I gotta pass on a little cowboy wisdom here. And that is, a horse is a horse. Of course, of course.
Good God. I think my brain just succumbed to age and rotted out of my head. If that is cowboy wisdom, I shudder to imagine what cowboy ignorance is.
I'm serious. Tell me, Doc, what is a horse?
Equus ferus caballus, an ungulate of the family Equidae. Herbivorous perissodactyls, they...
No, I didn't say classify a horse. I asked what is a horse.
What do you mean, what is a horse?
I'm asking just that. Don't describe it, just tell me what's a horse.
What the hell are you saying? A horse is a horse. Of course. I'm sorry, when is the sunrise today? I think I should like to meet it.
And what are you, Dr. Drain?
I'm a vampire.
And a vampire is a vampire. Of course. So what would you tell a friend who's feeling bad about being a vampire?
I would tell them that it is ridiculous to feel bad about what they are.
Well, let's soften that up a little.
I would tell them there is no reason to feel bad about what they are.
So why don't you tell yourself that? You all right there, partner?
Just give me a moment.
I'm actually, like, feeling, like, really sad.
Dr. Drain, there is no reason to feel bad about what you are.
Oh.
Yee-haw! Now that's what I'm talking about. Please tell me you did not just yee-haw during my breakthrough.
I couldn't help it. I'm proud of you, Buckaroo.
Oh, yes, yes. Dr. Drain should be very proud of who he is. You forget, my little gun fetishist friend. I am Dr. Drain. I am the truest part of him. And you have no idea what depravities I've been up to. What uncharted places I have explored with my tongue alone.
Why does no one yeehaw when I have breakthroughs? Can you imagine, like, going up to your therapist and be like, hey, when we're talking and I, like, have a breakthrough, could you just yeehaw, like, really loud? You're, like, asking your therapist to I just want someone to show up and yeehaw. Oh, personal cowboy button. You know, it's funny because that's the type of shit that I think, like, our generation would do if we could, like, hire people. Instead of, like, maids or cooks or butlers or whatever the fuck. If we could hire people, I think people would just do the stupidest shit imaginable. Like that type of stuff. It would be like, hey, when I press this button, when I ring this cowbell, will you just come in and yell yeehaw? And then they'll, like, be like, what? He was like, yeah, I want you to be my personal living yeehaw man. It was like, oh, okay. It's like, yes, I will offer you a full room and board, food, you're paid really well, you get to live here. I just want you to yeehaw every time I ring this bell. When I finger guns at you, I want you to yeehaw. President of your Sparman bumps up. I'd kill for an emotional support cowboy. Instead of hype man, yeehaw man.
And it's all Dr. Drain's fault. He made me feral.
All right, Dr. Drain, I know you're in there. We gotta admit something. You're giving a little too much blame to Lord Luridus here. You can control this guy, but because you're blaming him, you're giving him a pass to be depraved.
Oh, that's not why he gives me a pass, darling. It's because he loves depravity. The murderous little pervert can't wait for me to take over. I should be so proud of how filthy he is. You know why he loves it when I take over? Because it feels good. He knows that because he feels that delicious blood euphoria. It is because that is what he's meant to feel.
We need to put Lourdes down if he's feral. Yeah, he's got rabies. Can we just, like, kill him?
No, you unfuckable wretch.
Wow!
Drain should not be proud of me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's euthanize this guy, actually. Holy shit. If someone called me, like, in earnest, because that voice acting was earnest. If someone, like, with their whole fucking pussy called me an unfuckable wretch, I'd be like, damn. Okay. I guess that's just it for me, then.
I'm sick. I'm twisted. I am a filthy motherfucker. Or I would be, if she weren't long dead. Actually, I wonder where old Mama's buried.
He's not. I literally said like, "Oh, he's growing at me in the beginning of this session," and now he's lost me again. Every time I think that I'm a little used to this guy, he gets worse. Every time I'm like, "Yeah, you know what? Sure, I can kind of with you, but whatever with this guy," and then he says shit like this. Hi, Clover. Welcome in. I joined at a time. You did join at a time. I'm so sorry. To be fair, I'm calling myself an unfuck brush because it's hilarious. That shit was said with hate in his voice. Yeah. Oedipus.
You know, he thinks his mother died of old age. But you know what I think? I think she died of shame. Because she knew I was her real son all along.
No.
Oh, admit it. You know what Dr. Drain is.
Dr. Drain.
No matter how great a scientist he may be, Dr. Drain is a creature of pure shame. That is the essence of his being. That is what makes me so strong.
Is this blaming? No.
Lourdes believes there is nothing redeemable in Dr. Drain. I believe these personalities have misjudged one another.
No matter how great a scientist he may be, Dr. Drain.
There we go. Got it.
Man, Dr. Drain is feeling a lot of shame, but that don't define him. He's lots of things.
We need a machine that separates the two so we can beat Lourdes with hammers.
He's damn smart, incredibly knowledgeable fella. He's pretty funny sometimes. Got that real British type of humor, and he's real determined. I ain't never seen anyone work toward a goal like him. He's a hell of a lot more than shame.
Do you remember how I told you I didn't have a gag reflex?
I believe I might have been wrong.
Why, I believe you've inspired something in me. I can add a new sentiment to my feelings about your little doctor. Pity. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Such a shame. Now why must you deny the poor little worm? If he loves science as much as he pretends to, he knows that I am inevitable. He should give in to me.
Yeah, that's a should statement.
It ain't up to you to decide what Dr. Drain should or shouldn't do. All them shoulds were the thing that made him lock you up in the first place. They're what made him afraid and ashamed, because he was always thinking about what he should be or do.
Of course, they were his own creation, but he cannot help it. He knows in his heart that he should... Lord Lourdes.
Oh!
Did I give you permission to speak, my little worm? I don't need permission. I just wanted to tell you something. Oh, he wants to tell me something. Well, go ahead, darling. Tell me something. I shall remember it when I'm shagging a football fanatic in a dumpster.
Why in a dumpster? You couldn't have said, like, behind a dumpster or something? Why in a dumpster? God.
I accept you.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
What do you mean you accept me? You cannot accept me. I am your nightmare made flesh. I am the reflection in the mirror you cannot see.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Nevertheless, I accept you. I accept your bloodlust. I accept your violence. You accept my cock. Yes, I accept even that. I will not deny you any longer. But as you are me, I am you. I take responsibility for all your actions. I shall feed you and nourish you, and you shall live by the Hippocratic oath I have sworn. Dare you to try, you sniveling... No, I do not need to try. You and I are one. I know you. I accept you. And I love you all the same.
Oh! Wait, this is so sweet!
Curse you. Curse you both. You sicken me. You do not sicken me. I accept you. No. I accept you.
Oh!
No!
Look at him, he's so happy.
Dr. Drain, are you
Yes, Sam. I am fine.
You look fine.
I feel fine. It is a very new feeling. I'm not sure I know what to do with it.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but do you want to go down and dance in the club?
Dance? Dance? Would I like to dance? Yes. Yes, I would like to dance. Let us dance.
Dance.
I was
Go
hoping you would
dance.
say yes, but let's go, partner.
Oh, yippee!
Come on, Sam. Let us cut rugs.
I ain't much of a dancer.
Neither am I, but dancing is what I feel like doing.
I guess we're dancing then.
Now what the hell am I looking at? Bert, you be nice. I guess that explains why Sam doesn't dance.
Crimson, most dear, have you seen Samuel? I usually check in with him after a session, but he has disappeared.
Check it out, Sugar Blood.
What is he doing?
I think he's goth square dancing.
So he is. We should not laugh.
Now circle right and do-si-do.
But then again, that is a should statement.
The poshest voice ever telling someone to cut rugs. Oh, that's so cute.
The master therapist once again enters his domain. Good evening, Samuel.
Let it be happy and dance, you meaties. Dosey-do.
Oh, come on, Andy. I'm just the right cowpoke in the right place at the right time.
Wait. I want to read about Dr. Drain. Huge breakthrough today. Dr. Drain accepted Lord Lourdes and all his needs. I think it's going to be a smooth sailing from here on in. He figured out that Lord Lourdes' needs aren't good or bad. Dr. Drain accepted that he's a vampire, and that comes with certain realities. Going forward, I think the important thing is making sure that Lord Lourdes comes out in healthy ways. I don't want to see Dr. Drain digging up his mother or nothing.
A cowpoke who has a habit of disqualifying the positive. It is ungracious to deny a compliment, my dear. You are an excellent therapist and an inspiring dancer.
All right. That's enough of that.
You are seeing Senora D'Este tonight, yes? How do you feel about her progress?
The last thing I remember is that we told her to paint the centaur.
I don't know. That lady can really hold some grudges. I think she's starting to think about herself a little more, though.
An ancient grudge is a difficult thing to forget. It can become a part of one's very identity. Vlad Tepes only became Dracula because he was obsessed with the Turks, remember?
Yeah, I don't think the Senora's that far gone.
Do you feel you are prepared for whatever distortions she might bring today?
Well, let me think about that.
Okay. Control fallacy. I think blaming, overrealization, catastrophizing, and fairness fallacy. I think those are good ones to bring in for her. I feel like those are real good ones. Yeah.
All right, filled my chamber. I'm ready to go.
I don't remember people being like this about crossbows.
Thank you, Siribot.
Well, you can take the cowboy out of the West, but you can't take the West out of the cowboy.
So it would seem. Well, good luck tonight, Samuel. I will leave you to it.
All right, deep breath, Sammy boy. Here she comes.
Here we go.
Bonanati, Senora.
What?
It's Italian. I thought I'd learn how to say hello to you properly. But Bonanati.
No, I cannot repeat it. I appreciate your attempt to speak in my language, but please do not attempt to do so again. Good evening. We'll do fine.
Good evening, Senora.
I apologize. I am feeling delicate tonight.
What's going on, Senora?
The realization that I am merely a repulsive, angry old woman becomes disappointingly clear. It weighs upon me in more than one way.
This can't be coming from nowhere, Senora. What's the deal? Last time we were talking, you seemed to be feeling pretty good.
You want to know why I am disgusted with myself? Here, look.
Whoa.
Oh, oh, hello.
I know. It is terrible.
I'm going to punt you into the sun.
I wouldn't say that at all, Senora. In fact, I think it's beautiful.
Also, can we talk about the kind of resemblance that it has to Sam? Can we talk about that? I gotta look at this. Yeah, can we talk about that? The hair, the mustache, and the mutton chops. Can we talk about that for a second? Senora.
I can tell you put a lot of love into this thing.
It is an entirely juvenile effort. There is nothing redeemable about this.
Points at Jax. We're on the same page. Yeah.
Believe me, Senora, I know horses. You're a heck of an artist.
Then why do I feel nothing but shame when I look upon it? If I feel nothing but disgust, then it is disgusting.
No.
Don't judge your art based on how you alone feel. Feelings ain't reality. And someone else is always going to have another opinion.
You are indeed correct. But no one will see this insult to Chiron.
Now, what the heck did you go and do that for, Senora?
Aww.
I did what one should do with garbage. It is better that the world never see such horrors.
If you want to see real horror, ask me to draw anything other than my gun. I mean, what are you really looking for here, Senora? You looking to bring this fella to life with your brush? You think if you don't produce something completely perfect, it's garbage?
Oh no. Sam, shut up. I can't deal with this.
Yes. I apply the same standards to myself as I do to everyone else. Leonardo da Vinci once painted an illustration of my city of Mantua for me. It was beautiful. Leonardo had a mastery over art that modern mortals will never understand. But it was full of imperfections. The shape of one of the windows was wrong. The clouds looked slightly unnatural. I lit the painting on fire rather than let him embarrass himself. So why would I choose to embarrass myself?
You lit a Leonardo da Vinci on fire?
I lit rubbish on fire. Da Vinci painted it, but it was still rubbish.
Dang, that fella must have been terrified of you.
He was, though he had no reason to be. All he had to do was be better. It had nothing to do with me.
Blaming.
Senora, with all due respect, are you kidding me? That fella was afraid of you, not a failure. What would have happened if you hadn't lit his painting on fire?
Then he would have been ashamed of a terrible piece of art.
Senora, this need for perfection you've got, it ain't doing good things for you.
How can you say this? By demanding perfection, I improve the work of others. I improve the work of myself.
Well, maybe that's true, but you're doing something less useful.
And what is that?
Terrifying everyone, you're limiting your dating opportunities, you're promoting unrealistic standards.
Senora, your standards are way too high. There ain't no way anyone can reach them.
So you keep saying. But there is nothing wrong with setting a high standard. The problem is the low standards of others. It is shameful to not strive for greatness. I will not tolerate your setting low standards. You will not disgrace my presence with shallow thoughts. Am I understood?
Yes, ma'am. No, wait, I meant to say...
You're terrifying everyone.
Senora, I gotta be honest here. You're terrifying everyone. You're terrifying your artists, your family, even yourself. Failure's a part of life. If imperfection's a mortal sin to you, ain't nobody gonna let you in on their imperfections. Not you, not your husband, and not your son neither.
How dare
Whoa!
How dare you lecture me, peasant?
Holy shit! Holy shit!
How dare you suggest that I was anything less than the perfect mother to my Federico? You worm! Ho sputato sulla tomba di tua madre. Vi maledico ai livelli più profondi dell'inferno. Federico loved me. He knew that I knew what was best for him. Pull out your cognitive distortions now and I will tear your head from your neck.
I ain't never said Federico didn't love you. All I was saying was...
Zitto! Shut up, fool! You presume to tell me what I know. You, a common murderer! You who can barely speak your own language! I demanded perfection from my Federico so that he would not end up like his father, a degenerate leper whose penis hung by a thread of putrescent skin. I do not tolerate imperfection! Not from myself, not from this world, and not from my son!
Holy shit.
You know what, Senora? If you want to have that kind of control, you're gonna have it all by your lonesome. I'm trying to help you, and you're screaming at me. Why? Because you can't stand being wrong? If I'm too scared to talk to you, what the hell are we doing here? What do you want me to do, lie to you? I ain't gonna do that, Isabella d'Este. If you're looking for perfection, you're only gonna find liars, and that ain't me.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you are right. Oh, Federico, what have I done?
Hey, it's okay, Senora.
He barely spoke to me when he came back from the Vatican. Every time I asked him how he was, he would say, I am fine, mother. Of course he knew better than to talk to me. His father never did. No doubt it was I who drove them into the brothels.
Isabella is assuming her husband's decisions were entirely to do with her, but he was a human with his own mind, however flawed.
Of course he...
Damn it. Shut up.
I think
There
that's
we
simplifying
go.
things a little, Senora. Your boys made their own decisions. There probably were a lot of reasons they went to the brothels, but putting it all on yourself just ain't accurate. You couldn't read their minds or control their behaviors.
Perhaps not. But I am certain their whores did not criticize them as I did. I was only trying to make them demand better of themselves. Why did the world punish me for this?
Senora, you weren't being punished. The world doesn't give out rewards and punishments on its own, no matter what we're intending. And it definitely ain't singling you out.
Of course. The world does not care for Isabella d'Este. Good intentions count for nothing.
That's also fairness fallacy.
Now come on. Senora, you're going to extremes again. Good intentions can be their own reward.
Oh, Sam, you are a simpleton.
Meow.
A wonderful, kind, wise simpleton.
Hi, Dust.
Thanks, I guess.
I read my Wikipedia page, you know. It was full of lies and slander. No doubt this is how history remembers me, with slander I have earned.
I
Damn
have
it.
read the Senora's Wikipedia page, and I believe this is somewhat of an oversimplification on her part.
I read...
I don't think a single
There we go.
Wikipedia page is going to determine how humanity remembers you, Senora. You're one of the most interesting, intelligent people I've ever met. And I bet loads of historians out there would be eager to know the real you.
Let us hope they do not discover who I am. They would be terrified of me, as you so deftly pointed out.
So let's forgive them a few mistakes, huh?
I suppose I must.
I read that Wikipedia page too, Senora. And you know how I read it? The people are in awe of you. They call you the First Lady of the Renaissance. You know?
I'm on my lunch break at work. Hi. I'm kissing you. Hello. How are you? How's work? What are you eating? How are you?
This only proves that Machiavelli was right. That if one cannot be loved and feared, it is best to be feared.
No.
I think you're a little too down on yourself today, Senora. But here's what I think of Isabella d'Este.
I think you're dang smart.
You are so dang smart, Senora. I don't think people these days get an education like yours. You took it seriously. You know about art, music, philosophy, religion.
Of course, I know much about physics, biology, and mathematics as well. Do not think me simply a woman of the arts.
Work is alright. I have chicken and rice. Nice.
See what I mean? I'm only 200 some years old, and I think it's gonna take me another 200 to know half the stuff you know. You should be proud, Senora.
Ambitious.
You're ambitious as hell. From what you told me, it sounds like being a woman in your time wasn't an easy thing. But you proved you were capable of anything. People had to respect that. Hell, you even ran your own city. You're gutsier than any man I've ever known.
I am not sure I like this gutsy word very much, but I suppose I did well for my time.
Senora, you did well for any time, believe me.
I think you're a caring person.
You know what? You come off as pretty harsh. I think we can agree on that. But you're a caring person. You want the best for the people you care about, no matter how hard it is on you. You literally gave your life to care for your family.
No one has ever called me a caring person before.
Aww.
Am I wrong? Going through death for family seems like you care a lot.
A little too much, perhaps.
I ain't gonna disagree with you there.
I think you look great.
Pardon me for saying so, but I see why people were falling over themselves to paint you. You got grace and style such like I ain't never seen back home, not even at a fancy cotillion. Those ladies would probably kill to have your fashion sense.
Well, thank you for saying so, Sam. It is gratifying to know that my eye for fashion is noted. I certainly know how to wear a hat.
Well, that thing looks great on you. I doubt I could wear it half as well.
That is certainly true. You have been so kind to me. Kinder than I have been to you.
You deserve kindness. And you deserve to give yourself some kindness too.
No one has ever spoken to me the way you do. I suppose I never allowed them to. Sam, I know I am old. I know I am difficult. But would you ever consider a woman such as I?
Oh! 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 Oh!
Senora, I'm here to help you on your personal journey. Let's not complicate that.
Damn!
Of course. I am just being foolish. I am so used to people being afraid of me that, of course, I fall for the first person who is not.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Senora, I think if you can learn to give people a little room, they're gonna adore you.
Damn, Sam, get it. Sam's a Rizzler, yeah. Passing out such a good opportunity. I think he's good. I think he's fine. Remember, he's... Sweetie, have standards.
What if they see me as weak, if I am gentle? What if my bearing was the thing that earned me respect?
So he was the drawing. Yeah, right?
I do not wish to be discarded and ignored like so many women of my time.
Senora, I don't think anyone could discard and ignore you. You don't exactly fade into the background, you know. You're pulling back a little and letting people make their mistakes doesn't make you weak. And it definitely ain't gonna make them discard you. I'm a pretty gentle fella. You don't think I'm weak, do you?
No, I do not.
So don't go thinking you are, alright? I'm not saying you gotta be meek, Senora. I reckon that ain't in your nature. I'm just saying to start with compassion. People are doing their best out there. And they deserve your understanding when they ain't perfect. Same goes for you. Don't go ripping up your art because it ain't perfect. Nobody's expecting that from you or anyone, not even Da Vinci.
Yes, I suppose I must resign to the truth. I am powerless before inevitable imperfection. I suppose the Calvinists were right.
If Senora d'Este cannot dominate, she sees herself as having no power. I believe you told me of this distortion long ago, Samuel.
Now don't go running in the
There we go.
opposite direction, Senora. That ambition comes from you. Not everyone's got it. So, keep striving to be better. Just give yourself a little compassion when you don't meet those super high standards you got. And there ain't nothing wrong with holding other people to a high standard neither. We ain't gonna be gods, but it's good to have ideals.
I believe you are wiser than I, Samwise. It is most humbling.
A slow horse who can still get his carrots is quicker than the ones who run past him.
And then you say something like that, and I am no longer quite so humbled.
Don't be humbled by me, Senora. I'm a simple man, just a more honest one these days. Look, let's remember what brought you in here in the first place. You saw that Space Wars movie and all its problems, right? I want to give you a challenge. I want you to find a piece of art to like. Anything. A painting, some music, a movie, heck, even a video game. And you enjoy that thing for what it is, not hate it for what it isn't.
Video games are not art.
Do you know that, Senora? I bet there's lots of video games with redeeming value. One of my clients plays a whole bunch of them.
I do not think they are for me.
Well, fair enough. Just find something, and we can talk about it next time. You can use the internet. I hear it's full of lists of things people like.
Very well. I will do this then. Sam, thank you
Aww.
for being so kind to me.
I got bored reading. I'm done reading the wiki. Welcome back. How was it?
Well, I'll thank you to
Obviously
join me
boring.
again. Okay, Senora. I'll see you in a few weeks.
Yes. Well then. Goodbye, Sam. Until we meet again.
Adios, Senora.
Well, well. A confession of love from the First Lady of the Renaissance.
Oh, shucks. She ain't in love with me.
I know, I am teasing. But I am impressed, Samuel. You warmed her dead heart.
I wouldn't say it was boring, but my attention span is non-existent. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you. Don't worry, I got you. Don't worry, I got you. Don't worry, I got you. Okay.
It was touch and go there for a bit. I thought she really was gonna rip my head off.
But you were not afraid, as she said. They make strong men in the American West.
Tough living will do that to you, sure enough.
Then let us relax. I hear you were dancing the other night.
It's gonna work too. Oh my good lord. Never mind, they suck ass, yeah. Why is somebody surface on the screen? Don't worry about it. Why is he like, just don't worry about it? They're playing fucking song. Yeah, don't worry guys, don't worry. I'll find a better one. Give me a second. Here. Oh, this one's like phone, it's vertical like that. I don't like that. Give me a better one. Yeah. I don't care. Are you good at the game? Hey, that one's more fast-paced. That'll get you guys. That'll get you guys for sure. That'll work. There we go.
Oh, nuts.
Do not be embarrassed, Samuel. But let us go downstairs. The night is still young and there's much to celebrate.
You know what? I'm leaving because this is bullying. Haha, your brain's rotted. Haha, your attention span's the size of a goldfish. I'm so sorry. Not waiting for Jax to start reading an Am I the Asshole? Hold on. Hold on. What do I... Trapped. Yeah. Let's find that. Let's find that. Yeah. ADHD traps. Let's go. I don't have the sound on though, so that's lame. Put on the dancing fruit. Shut up. There you go. There you guys go. There you guys go. There you guys go. Cheddar iPad kids. False accusation about an iPad kid. Those two things won't work on me, Jackson. We're at that brain rotted. Are you sure? What if I make it bigger? This baby sensory dancing fruits. Hold on. I got this. There we go. There we go. Yes. Yes. What if I included the music to go with it? What if I unmuted this? Yeah. Is that good? Is this good, guys? Are you... Bring the soap as well? Okay. Give me a second. Don't worry, guys. We got this. Oh, I accidentally muted. There we go. Okay. Let's add another window capture. Yeah. I'm gonna do this. There we go. You need to layer them for a full brain rot effect. You're right. Hold on, I got this, guys. Oh yeah, guys, this is gonna go really well. Yeah. What else? We want some Family Guy moments, guys? You guys want some Family Guy? Let me get you guys some Family Guy. Family Guy funny moments.
We now return to Rational Geographic. Upon realizing a trip to Africa would be smelly and gross, our crew decided to stay in the office.
There we go. We need the AI voice. You're right. We need an Am I the Asshole? Hold on, let me look. Am I the Asshole? No, that's an actual person. I need.
I dated a guy named Bill for 3 months before he had left.
No. I want an AI.
What? Why would you give him knives?
I didn't think it would matter. I was counting on this helicopter thing working. Get back in. Get it.
There we go. Got it.
Telling my brother does not
Would I be the asshole for refusing to stop cooking bacon in my kitchen due to my teenage daughter's vegan lifestyle? Dad here, old fart, loves his daughter to pieces, but I'm struggling to see eye to eye with my teenager and wife on this one. We've always been a medium.
We got this, guys.
In the rural Midwest, and bacon for breakfast is pretty much a given. This year, my 14-year-old daughter decided to go vegan, and I jumped onto her support team with enthusiasm. We learned how to substitute ingredients, cook new things, try new things. I adjusted our budget to include more expensive vegan substitutes for her, etc. None of this has been a problem for me.
Hold on, I got this. I got this.
In a pan, and then I rinsed it out to load in the dishwasher. She
We need Minecraft parkour.
not too fussed about the anger explosion. I know she doesn't mean it, and said that it was her pan for vegan food. I was completely floored and said, "Kiddo, this here is a family pan, older than you. It's not your pan." She asked me to purchase her a pan that she could solely use for vegan food. I didn't want her to feel weird about food, so I said sure, and ordered her a few colored ones that are only for her. The reason they're colored is so it helps me remember that I'm not to touch them unless I'm cooking vegan. That wasn't good enough. Now apparently the dishwasher is contaminated with animal product, and the fridge has bacon grease fingers on it because I eat bacon and then touch the fridge. And she's asked me and her mom to completely stop eating meat at home. I don't mean I literally touch the
There you go.
greasy bacon hands.
Is this working for everybody? Is this good?
Enough that it upsets my daughter. Frankly, I'm on team hell no. Her mom is much more amendable and strongly lets me consider reason is that both our parents live so close and we can eat meat products there, and that she doesn't want our daughter to feel uncomfortable in the kitchen. My daughter says she is fine with cheese and butter in the fridge, but it's specifically meat products that make her feel sick. Now I'm sorry for her.
Jesus Christ. I wasn't even processing any of that noise. It was just noise. Now that I have successfully driven all of you away.
All right, Andy. I think I'm game for a little R&R.
Vampire! Oh.
Crimson, sweet sanguine. Tonight we are celebrating.
Peace.
I am pouring us all some shots. Verona Virgin 1492. A taste of a different time.
You know I don't like drinking anything but fresh, Andy.
I know, dearest. This is a rare occasion. Samuel here was able to help a 500-year-old let go of her anger. So let us toast her age. To the Renaissance.
Ugh, that tastes like dirt.
Yuck, I think mine had a clot in it.
Ugh.
It's not very good, is it? Oh well. Then let us instead toast leaving the past where it belongs.
I think I've had my fill of the past tonight already.
I've got a better idea.
Ooh, whispers to Andy.
Is that so? Of course, my dearest. I am delighted for you to share yourself.
What?
I'd like a little privacy. Come on, cowboy. Follow me to the kink room.
Huh?
Oh, well, all right then.
Huh? Oh! Oh!
Smile, Samuel. You have the favor of a very special woman. It has been too long since I tended my own bar. Go have fun.
Thank you, Andy. With your blessing, thank you. I'll treat her right.
Hey, cowboy.
Hey.
Hi, Crimson.
Look, handsome. There's a reason I wanted to get you alone. Wanted to pick your brain about something.
Oh, okay.
I'm hearing about all these clients of yours being stuck for hundreds of years, and I keep thinking, what if that's me? I've been half dead for 20 years. But do I want it to be 200?
Have you talked to Andy about this?
Yeah, but he's 3,000 years old. 20 years to him is like a month. I'm getting a little jealous of your vamps, if I'm honest. They're all moving forward, but I'm stuck in the same place. I've got Andy keeping me alive, but I'm not sure I'm living. The way I see it, either I decide my time's up, or I decide to become a vampire.
Oh, shit. Two very, like, very fucking intense choices to make.
So, I wanted to ask, what's your favorite thing about living forever?
Fucking hell. Holy shit. New perspectives. Freedom. Talk about time.
I like the night. Mortals are so tied to the sun, they miss out on a whole nother world. The night ain't so hectic. We ain't getting messages at all hours because everyone else is asleep. We got time for reading, for art, or whatever we like, really. Crimson, in the end, this is your decision. And you gotta decide for your own reasons.
I know. You're right, Sam. It's helpful to get a youngster's perspective, though. Now, are we gonna get to biting?
Oh, we're still doing that.
Of course we are.
Oh.
Get in here, cowboy.
Oh. Oh, no, I'm gonna make her upset with me. Okay, thank God.
That is something else.
Not bad, cowboy. But you don't need to bite. Just let your teeth sink in next time. If your partner is relaxed, they'll just slide right in.
Oh, well, thanks, Crimson.
Oh.
I'll try to remember that.
Oh. Some Wii Sports archery minigame, yeah.
Bet you're pretty sleepy now, huh?
Well, yeah, now that you mention it.
Go get some sleep then, cowboy.
Crimson, hello, yeah. We love Crimson here.
Thank you. I'm glad you're around.
Where else would I be? I'm glad to be of service, ma'am. You have a fine evening.
Aw, shucks. Also, welcome back, Fiery.
Good evening. How is my ever-impressive protege tonight?
Looking forward to a night off, boss. I haven't heard from Eddie, so I was thinking about a nice hot bath.
An excellent idea. A little self-care goes a long way. I do have bubble bath if you would like to borrow some.
Andromachos the Mighty uses bubble bath, huh? I wouldn't have guessed.
There is only one type of human who does not like bubbles.
Liars?
Well, I was going to say werewolves, but I suppose it is the bath part they dislike, not the bubbles.
Oh, well, I ain't no liar, so I'd love some bubble bath. In fact, well, tarnation, I guess the bubble bath is postponed.
Oh, well. Women.
Are you ready to handle Edmund's distortions? It sounds as though they will be intense.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Let me think real quick.
Oh, God. Okay. I don't know. Always right, definitely, for this guy. I'm probably thinking some black and white thinking, disqualifying the positive. Maybe some fairness fallacy. Thought he stopped attending therapy. Yeah, well, he's back tonight.
I think I got it.
What do you mean we know? Sprinkles guy.
I suspect you have difficult work ahead tonight. I wish you the best of luck, Samuel.
Thanks, Andy. Hold on, Sammy boy. Here he comes.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Eddie.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh.
Do you like my costume, Sam?
Well, sure. Did you come right from that production you were talking about last time?
Yes. I flew right here after the performance. I had to tell you how it went.
So, how did it go?
You should have been there. You could have seen how the audience reacted. They loved me.
Oh.
Hey, well, that's fantastic, Eddie.
Why are you
I was a
sad?
little worried when I heard you coming. I wasn't expecting you tonight.
But why would you worry? You knew who I was.
The great Edmund Keene. Of course the audience would love me. Oh, my dear boy, how they did laugh at the great clown Pierrot.
Well, that's amazing, Eddie. Gave that Grimaldi fellow a run for his money, huh?
Grimaldi would have never achieved as many laughs as I clearly earned.
You don't sound too happy about it, Eddie.
Pierrot is supposed to be a tragic clown, but they laughed. They just laughed and laughed and laughed.
I'm back. Welcome back, Sprinkles guy. What fucking Art the Clown ass man.
Oh, Eddie.
They laughed at my heartbreak when my wife left me for a respectable man. They laughed when I held my dying child in my arms. They laughed as I succumbed to drink, damning God for not taking me. They laughed as I slit my own throat when 'twas no trick, for I am already dead. So you see, it was all very, very funny.
Eddie, I'm so sorry. That reaction sounds horrifying.
Aw. Killing you. Get over here and do it, coward.
No, but of course it wasn't. I believe this role was made for me. It was made so that people could laugh at me. So laugh, my dear boy. Laugh.
Eddie, I know you're hurting right now. I know people can be cruel, but they ain't looking to be cruel to you in particular.
After my shift. Yippee!
That's one of them cognitive distortions. Personalization. It means,
shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't tell me a fucking thing about cognitive distortions! Do you think I don't know what they are? Do you think I do not employ each and every one, every single moment of every single day? I am a professional liar, but no lie is so carefully constructed as that of Edmund Keene. You told me to deal with reality as it is. So be it. This is Edmund Keene. A minstrel, a jester, a fool, a clown. A clown whose greatest joke is to pretend for even a moment that he is not one. But you see, my dear boy, all that is impressive about Edmund Keene is just illusion. It has always been an illusion. That is what the stage is. But it is my life as well.
Crazy bro actually ended himself on stage and people just ha-ha'd at him. Yeah, that'd be fucking horrifying.
I don't believe that for a second, Eddie. We're the sum of our experiences. And you bring something to that stage no one else can. Maybe if you were a robot, we'd be having a different conversation. But you're disqualifying the positive things you bring. Not just to the stage, but in yourself.
Honeyed words will never be sweet enough to mask the taste of truth, my dear boy. There is no Edmund Keene, only a pile of lies. Go ahead and ask me, therapist. Ask me, who is Edmund Keene? Nay, do not ask. I will tell you. Edmund Keene is nothing. There is no Edmund Keene. I have never met the man, or even the boy. I have known Shylock, Richard III, Hamlet, Lear, Othello, Macbeth, Romeo, Cupid. The people loved all of those characters. Wherefore would they love Edmund? Edmund had to become a character as well. And I have played Edmund for so long that naught lies beneath. A hollow man sits before you.
Jesus. I go back to work kissing you, kissing you. Have fun at work. Mwah.
As the vampires have said, what is a man anyway? A miserable pile of secrets. A mountain of pretty lies.
Said the thing, guys.
True, and I'll tell you why.
People are good.
People are pretty good deep down, Eddie. You ain't giving humanity a fair shake.
You clearly never met me backstage. They used to call my dressing room the room of lamentation because everyone who walked in walked out crying. Would you call that good, therapist? I wouldn't.
Well, oh, we ain't all good all the time, I suppose.
As I said, we are made of lies.
We all lie.
We all lie, Eddie. deep down, we're all still scared animals who can't tell the difference between a booing audience and a lion ripping out our throats. For all the time my blood was pumping, I played a tough guy. Slaughtering Sam, they called me. I like that name. You want to know why?
Why?
Because it made me feel safe. Under that grizzled exterior, I was still just a scared little boy. But that little boy was me, Eddie.
You understand me? Though we have played different parts, the character underneath is the same, perhaps. Do you remember that I played Cupid as a boy?
That was your breakout role, right?
I learned that if I smiled and spoke sweetly, people would view me as something other than street trash. I wouldn't have to go hungry. I wouldn't have to be sold to some bloated factory owner. Edmund Keene was worthless to anyone. Another mouth to feed, another body to clothe. So I knew I had to make him disappear. I thought if I suppressed Edmund and became the character the public wanted, I would be rewarded.
Now that's a dark contract with the universe, Eddie. Maybe you thought it'd be fair for you to get rewarded for playing a character, but there weren't nobody running a cosmic payroll.
No, perhaps not. But I was a child. Such complexities were beyond my ken. I only knew that when I wore the nappy and quipped to the audience, they thought me worthy.
Jesus.
On the contrary, the Edmund of the Rookeries was beneath contempt. A good, poor child was one who worked, or one who died. Society made that clear.
Well, we gotta move past our child brains, Eddie. Thinking things are gonna be fair might push us down paths we can't escape from.
A line from Macbeth comes to mind. It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. 'Tis so for me. But this illusion, this character of Edmund Keene, he has brought me to such unspeakable depths. Do you know why I sought to become a vampire? Why I dwelt in dark places until the curse of immortality was given to me? I became a vampire because I was afraid that my son Charles would be a more successful actor than I was. I could not let his legacy overtake mine. I had to be sure that I was the Keene that would be remembered.
Dang, Eddie. That's a lot.
Shit,
Yes,
yeah.
I have been monstrous. I needed to be the most beloved. I needed my every demand fulfilled. I had my own pet lion. I rode my horse indoors. I flew into a rage if anyone denied me sexual gratification. As an immortal, my fears have made me even more terrible. How many promising young actors I have killed because I felt they threatened my legacy. So many lives cut short because I, and I alone, know what acting must be.
But you know that ain't true, don't you? You can't know everything about acting. Acting is all about the human experience, right? You said it yourself. You're one man with one set of experiences. You can't represent all of human experience on your own.
Of course I knew that. And that is why I had to kill them. They threatened Edmund Keene, and for that, they had to die. I could not face the idea that they would bring something to the stage that I could not. Indeed, the very reason I am wearing these clothes is because I could not bear the idea that Grimaldi brought something to the stage that I could not. Do you see how pathetic I am? I am battling a man who has been dead for almost 200 years. The audience was right. I am a most laughable creature. I know what they are thinking, what they have always thought. Look at the fool actor. Look how he debases himself by begging for our approval.
The important thing here is accept things as they are, compadre.
I cannot accept things as they are, my dear boy. How can I? How can I accept that I have forced everyone around me to confirm my lie of an existence? How can I accept the people I defiled to satisfy my ego? The son I was relieved to see die. The blood I have spilled to sustain my legacy.
Sorry that I'm not talking much. I'm just, like, really fucking invested into this, you know? Everyone, like, I don't know, this feels like the last round of, like, talking and meeting everybody and stuff. And so I'm just, like, super fucking into it because it's all getting a little bit crazy, and we're all, like, getting to the meat of everyone's, like, issue, like, the real fucking shit. And also, it's sad.
The lie is all I have, and all I know. I have done such evil to protect it. So much is my poverty of spirit, so mighty, and yet with so many defects, in the vapor of my own glory smothered. No, my dear boy. What is done cannot be now amended. The child Edmund is buried, and this grim-visaged, wretched creature is all that remains.
Eddie, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. You've done some truly awful stuff. And fear doesn't excuse the dastardly deeds you done. The shit you done ain't never going away.
Yes, go on, kick me, jeer, laugh at the vicious clown, tell him what a fool he is.
You ain't gonna play pity tricks on me or yourself. You acted like a lily-livered sumbitch, Eddie. I know that, because I've done some awful shit too. Because of my fear, I hurt scores of folks. Some strangers, some near and dear. And because of my fear, I pushed all that stuff down deep where no one could see it, just like you. I was too afraid to face myself. Once I didn't have a choice but to take a good look at myself, my first thought was that I deserved to go meet the sunrise, because I'm a coward too. But there's something else we've got in common in addition to acting like yellow bellies, Eddie. You know what it is?
What is it?
We got time, Eddie. We got time to become new people. We got time to look at ourselves honestly and say, yeah, I've been a coward, but I ain't gonna be a coward any longer. So what'll it be, Eddie? You're gonna live forever. Will you do it as a coward or as a man?
I don't know how to be a man.
So you're giving up then?
No, I cannot maintain the facade any longer. I am revealed to myself. But Sam, I never learned to be a person. I stopped being real at 8 years old. Sprot! Why did my fellow actors coddle me so? Why did they let me become a monster? They could have said no, but they did not.
We ain't focusing on the people who gave in to a kid who was too big for his britches. We're focusing on you. You did some real awful things. You killed people for criticizing you or for showing talent. You resented your son's success. These are things you gotta take in.
But how can I put such things behind me?
You don't. You gotta accept the things you've done as part of who you are. You ain't gonna erase the last 200 some years. But maybe you can use them to make a better Edmund going forward.
How? How do I introduce myself as a demanding megalomaniac? How do I introduce myself as a man who was relieved to see his own son die?
Fuck.
How do I introduce myself as a man who demanded the entire world get on their knees to satisfy his ego?
Well, I wouldn't exactly lead with that stuff. How about you introduce yourself as a man who's figuring himself out?
I suppose that is a possibility. At the least, it is not unexpected for me to be so disarrayed. It is known that we actors are all by nature an insecure people. Perhaps I need to find an identity beyond the stage. It protected me in my youth, but I do not think that it serves me any longer.
That might be worth exploring, Eddie.
Yeah, find some hobbies that's not acting, man. Go garden or something.
But what if I am nothing without the stage? What if I seek other endeavors, but there are none for me?
You're doing some Nosferatu thinking, Eddie. I've been roaming this earth around the same time as you, and what I picked up is there ain't no extremes. It ain't all or nothing. I guarantee you there's more possibilities out there for you between the grave and the stage. I mean, how long have you even looked for anything beyond the stage?
Not at all, I suppose.
Then let's hold judgment in reserve, huh?
The theater is all I know. It has been my protector all this time. Without it, I am helpless as a swaddling babe.
Ah, damn it.
Edmund believes life without the stage is something he cannot handle. He is stronger than he knows.
Eddie, come on. The stage is the thing you know, but you ain't helpless without it. I mean, maybe you're forgetting the whole superhuman strength and immortality thing that comes with being a vampire. And even besides that, you've learned a thing or two from all them Shakespeare plays beyond acting, I'm sure. You ain't a helpless little boy no more, so don't pretend you're powerless to do something new.
Maybe you should learn writing. Maybe you could write a play.
Yes. If anything, I certainly have keen powers of self-pity, do I not?
I wasn't gonna say it. However helpless you might feel, Eddie, remember that's just how you feel right now. That's the amazing thing about being undead. We got lots of time to make a better tomorrow. My mentor, Andy, he says that at 200 years old, we're basically toddlers by vampire standards. And we both got a lot of growing up to do.
That is a heartening thought.
If we're doing life right, Eddie, we're always growing up. The trick is not to think we're done growing.
spoken like the bard himself. As he said, all the world's a stage, and I am barely past mewling and puking in the nurse's arms.
Goob. I'm to be goobed. I'm goob. Goob for the therapist. Yes. You just walk into your therapist's office and you see this staring at you. Hello, take a seat. How did that make you feel?
I should be of a more mature mind, shouldn't I? Surely 237 years is old enough to be out of nappies.
We got time to grow, Eddie. Let's just be glad you're a 200-year-old baby and not a 2,000-year-old baby, huh? We'd be having a real different conversation then.
But growth to me seems nigh impossible. I have allowed my fear to guide my every sad-gutted action. My fear told me when I was threatened, which was always.
Ah!
Edmund's fear created threats that he was always fighting against. They fueled his narcissism. Do challenge him, Samuel.
Fear created threats that he was always fighting against.
But growth to me seems...
Eddie, buddy, you're talking out of pain. You weren't driven by fear all the time. It just feels like it right now. I know there's an Eddie in there who loves the stage for its own sake. Ain't that so?
I'd be so comforted if that was my therapist.
Damn it! You cannot even let a man sulk. Must I be ever so assailed?
This is what I mean, Eddie. You're always in defensive mode, ready for someone to take you down. That ain't no way to live. When you're afraid of some young actor coming up and making a name for themselves, what's so scary about that anyway?
I'm afraid they will erase me. I will be just another child of the Rookeries, used and discarded, of no value to anyone. No history, no legacy, no record of my existence.
Edmund fears obliteration, but one can understand why. He has lost his sense of self. But such a thing is not...
But Eddie, there's loads of actors out there, all with different kinds of strengths.
I keep thinking it's something else, and it's always the same thing.
Well, Buster Keaton fan myself. That filler was one of a kind, just like you were. When he was doing crazy stunts on trains, he weren't no threat to Hamlet.
He was very talented. I wanted to kill him, but I never liked visiting America.
Well, I'm glad you didn't. But you see that his success didn't do anything to yours. Not every threat means your doom.
Perhaps my time has passed anyway. There was a time when the stage awaited Edmund Kean, but my death was the end of that time.
Damn it!
The stage waits for anyone, Sam.
Perhaps my time has passed.
I do not believe...
Perhaps my...
Okay,
there we go.
got some real work to do still. Here's the thing, Eddie. The stage wasn't waiting for you.
Krill issue for
wasn't
real.
waiting for Edmund Kean to show up, and it wasn't waiting for you to die. You're used to making things about you, but the glorious, wonderful truth is, they ain't. And I got some real good news for you, hombre. You're dead. The pressure's off. All them fears are keeping you locked in time. And you can stay there as long as you like. Or you can make some progress. What's it gonna be?
I am too much of a coward to die. So I suppose I must live.
I'm glad to hear that.
I believe I should go away somewhere. Somewhere cold and dark, where I might be alone with my thoughts.
I think that's a great idea. I did the same thing, and it changed my life. Oh, well, my own life.
I suppose all's well that ends well. I only hope it does.
I got faith in you. As long as we're putting one foot in front of the other, that's progress.
I shall see you in a month then.
You got it, Eddie. Take care of yourself. We'll get you out of that mewling and puking stage before you know it, okay?
So it shall be. Very well. Exit Edmund Kean. Stage left.
Bye, Edmund.
Bravo, Samuel. I was taking notes. It seems the student has become the master.
Ah! Teal, thank you so much for the sub! I appreciate you! Holy shit, 22 months. 22 months! That's 2 months off of being 2 years. Yeah, okay. I'm right. Remember when we calmed that man down like he was a horse? I do, yeah.
Very good.
What did I miss? We were talking to Edmund. He tried to play a clown on stage, and it was supposed to be a sad clown, and everyone laughed at him instead. He literally slit his own throat on stage, because it doesn't matter, because he's dead already. So he slit his own throats for the dramatics of it, and they all laughed at him. And so Edmund was just kind of figuring out that his sense of self, I guess, outside of the... Why did they laugh? I don't know! Because they're fucked up! I think they laughed because he was bad, or something. People are freaky like that. People are freaky like that.
Only a master of fumbling around. I knew I was taking a risk there.
You were, but perhaps such risks are justified with such an extreme personality. He attempted to gaslight you, but you held fast and challenged him, sternly but fairly. You have a gentle nature. That must have been difficult.
I didn't want to drive him off the edge. I just saw him close to making a breakthrough, and I didn't want him to start sinking again.
Well, you can now count yourself among a very small number of therapists who have made a breakthrough with such a one. I do not count myself among them.
And you let me handle Edmund?
Damn, he tried to gaslight Gatekeep Girlboss us? Yeah, he's tried to gaslight us in, like, every session that we've had with him.
Now, please, go downstairs and find a friendly neck. You deserve it.
Sam is such a goated therapist, for real, for real.
Drink sounds mighty nice right about now. You have a good night, Andy.
Rest in peace, my dear friend.
I'm a little shaken up after that one. Never seen a man as afraid as Edmund Keene. That was tough to watch. I'm sure Crimson can lift my mood. Howdy, Crimson.
Hello.
What's the matter, cowboy? You look a little paler than usual.
Oh, just had a real tough session. Watched a man who'd been wearing a mask for 200 years finally take it off, and it weren't pretty. Had to happen, though. The fella's got a long road ahead of him, but at least he's taking his first steps.
Think this'll do the trick then? I call this a bloody cowboy martini. Shaken, not stirred. I'm proud of you, Sam. Starting over is hard, especially when you've been spinning your wheels for a long time.
Well, that's the nice thing about being a vampire. We got time to start over.
Ugh, being a vampire is starting to sound real fucking good.
Cheers to that.
To rebirth.
It seems you walk
Hello.
the path of the Lord, my son.
Oh, hey, Kieran.
I did not mean to intrude. I noted your discomfort and wish to offer you succor in the kink room.
You mind, Crimson?
Not at all. Go drink your fill, cowboy.
Come, my son. Now then, I heard you speak of rebirth.
Yeah, it's something we vampires have to do a lot of. I was just worried about one of my clients having trouble with their rebirth.
I know it is painful, my son. When we are born again, we leave a part of ourselves behind.
The whole dying in the sunlight part is still kind of cringe. Yeah, that's a way to put it.
Like the lizard who sloughs its dead skin, or the mortal who journeys into the mosh pit, we emerge purer than before.
Yeah! God, I miss a mosh pit. God, I want to be in a mosh pit again.
Sounds like you've got a lot of perspective on this stuff, Kieran.
I know you must have questions, my son. Please, ask.
Can we truly start over? Do we reject ourselves if we were reborn? When is it time to start over?
From your spiritual perspective, how do we know when it's time for a rebirth?
An hour, a week, a year, a millennium. The answer, my son, is when we are ready. Only the Lord decides when that is. The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away, and all is according to his will.
Well, that sounds like a control fallacy, though. We can't let someone else make our decisions for us.
My son, all your trials, the world you live in, they are all his work. He leads you to the truth. When he has prepared you fully, you will accept it, and join him along with the dearly departed gods of metal. Did you have more questions for me, my son?
You think Kieran has gains? Oh, fuck yeah. Look at him. Of course he does.
From your spiritual perspective, can we ever truly start over?
My son, You know the answer already. We beings of flesh and blood are also beings of judgment. However, we do not stand in judgment of mortals, but of ourselves. If you believe you have defeated your demons, then you have.
Yeah, that's true. Reminds me a lot of should statements. And defeating demons is pretty badass, ain't it?
Yes, it is the demons who should fear us, my son. Did you have more questions?
I guess just the last one. Do we reject ourselves if we are reborn?
Ain't being reborn just rejecting who we were? I wasn't a good guy, Kieran, but I don't want to erase my dark days.
My son, only in Christ do we truly receive absolution and become beings of pure light. Our darkness defines us. We cannot reject it, just as we cannot reject the Almighty. It is part of us. But do not be shamed by it, my son. Your darkness is beautiful and unique, as is your journey through the darkness.
Kinda sounds like disqualifying the positive to me.
Actually, it's liner notes from a metal album I'm fond of. Did you have more questions to ask?
Nah. I don't have questions.
Why ain't your lord the fire and brimstone type that's marked my kind for centuries?
The Lord did not do these things. That is the work of man. Even they work through him and face their own dark journeys.
Ask Kieran if he believes Bloons Tower Defense 6 is a banger game.
But eventually, we will all be blessed and return to his bosom to rock for all eternity. It is not for man to judge.
Well, I've got a lady who would love to meet you. I think a few men of the cloth did her dirty.
Men will ever seek power. But I know some simply seek blood.
Goddess boobs confirmed. Hell yeah.
Are you ready to receive succor, my son?
Yup.
Yeah, but I really wish you'd stop calling it that.
Hey, we're banging. I mean, we're doing good. We didn't fuck up. We didn't miss this time. Shut up!
There. May you be sustained and fulfilled. May you shepherd your lost sheep, as I shepherd the children.
You're one.
You're a one-of-a-kind dude, Kieran. But thanks for the drink and the talk. You have a fine night.
Godspeed, my son.
Bye, Kieran.
Good evening, Samuel. You are seeing your ancient client tonight, are you not?
Yeah, that's right. I hope she's doing okay. I'm worried about her and that whole algorithm thing.
I had a little consultation with some other elder vampires. We have developed a theory, though I hope we are wrong.
Oh?
We believe the algorithm is a demon, known to few, named Raziel. Even I have only ever heard whispers of his name.
Okay.
In mythology, he is a fallen angel, believed to have recorded every action, every change of state for all things on this earth into a great book.
No.
This book of knowledge he shared with the first mortals. But mortals were not designed to process so much information at once.
Snorting a line of vampire super coke and dying immediately.
They made judgments and reinforced behavior based on information they could not understand.
Okay. Go back to normal mode.
Raziel watched as the mortals inevitably used the book to suppress free will, and he was cast down for his terrible mistake. We believe that Raziel has returned. Perhaps he believes that with computers, he can attempt to pass infinite knowledge to humanity once more. Terrible things will happen if this comes to pass. I would urge great caution, Samuel. Find out what you can about this algorithm. We may have dark work to do.
Oh, boy.
What the hell? Fallen angels? Ancient books of knowledge? What the heck have I walked into? We don't have this kind of shit in America.
I am old enough to be mythological myself, Samuel. Myth often contains truth, The important question is how much. We do not know what effect he may have had on Medi. But do not
Medi.
worry. Show her the
I
same
love
compassion
Medi.
you show all your clients, and that will open any doors that can open.
All right.
Sounds like they're talking to a
Prepare for this
fucking
one.
Foober.
Sounds like it might be a doozy.
Okay, overgeneralization. Yes, she does that a lot. Catastrophizing. Definitely. Should statements. Definitely. Disqualifying the positive and then mind reading is what I'm feeling. And we already got the overgeneralization locked in. Here we go. Medi! Hello, Medi.
Howdy, Medi. It's good to see you. How you feeling tonight?
Not well, sweetling. Not well at all.
Oh no, what's going on? I know you were feeling all stressed about your numbers on that glitch site.
They doxed me. Do you know what doxing is?
Oh,
my
shit.
sweet friend? It's when mortals find out where you live, where you sleep, so they can hurt you.
Fuck. Wow.
A group of vampire hunters came looking for me. They were really mean, but they're all dead now, much happier. But it was very inconvenient. Now I have to move, and it is very difficult to set up my lighting to make me look alive.
Shit, I'm sorry, Medi.
Dang, Medi, I'm so sorry. That sounds awful.
It's worse. I will not be able to use my computer for a week. How am I going to upload my content? My fans and zealots are all so impatient. They're sure to leave me if I don't provide them with their content.
So, how many of these followers and zealots have you got, Medi?
Perhaps 2 million zealots and 90 million followers on Glitch.
90 million on Glitch? Holy shit!
And how many of them do you think you'll actually lose if you don't upload lots of content?
The algorithm has already told me that I will lose millions of followers.
So let's go ahead and listen to the algorithm. If you lose millions of followers, it ain't anywhere near 90 million. It's doing a bit of overgeneralization and catastrophizing to think they're all gonna leave you high and dry. Heck, maybe the folks who stay are the ones what you can really count on.
What you can really count on what?
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 Never mind.
Oh, never mind.
You said what?
I was trying to say that the people who don't mind you not uploading so much might be better folk to keep around.
It's not up to me, little mice. It's not up to them either. Even the little bloodbags who love me won't get to see me if I don't provide them content.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Why wouldn't they see it? Is the mailman or whatever not delivering your messages?
Something like that.
You're very funny. No, the algorithm decides who sees my content. If I give it content, it will make people like me more. If I stop feeding it, it shuns me.
Medi, I gotta say, that doesn't sound like a healthy relationship.
It's not.
Oh, no, it's my friend, I should think. As long as I keep producing content for it, it draws the juicy mortals to me.
How many mortals do you need, though, really?
Well, if I'm to feel safe, I should like to have more of them always. I gain more followers and zealots every month. I need them. One of them has agreed to let me eat him, and I'll take over his flat. They're quite useful.
Let me ask you something. Do you actually like any of these followers or zealots? Or are they all just food or servants?
What a silly question, little mouse. Of course I don't like them. I always know what they're like. You forget how old I really am.
Overgeneralization.
Oh, now I gotta
Bam.
challenge you on that, miss. I know you got a lot of followers and zealots or whatever they're called, but that don't mean you know all of them. Now, I'm sure you know a lot about mortals on them websites you're using, but that ain't all mortals, and all mortals ain't them.
It's not just them, though. I told you about how they killed me. About how they plucked my eye out. Pop!
Pop!
I'm saying, can you know that you're always right about mortals?
Wouldn't like to prove that I am.
But these mortals, you're talking to them every day. You got all these folks at your beck and call. They're the people you talk to.
That's right.
But you don't have a real relationship with any of them?
Why would I want to have a relationship with my food? You really are quite a silly Whiskers.
Mitty, I'm saying the only relationships you've got are with what you're calling your food.
But that's what they are. They're food. Delicious, delicious food. Or food that sometimes does heavy lifting and computer work, but still food.
I know that Sam is saying that she should probably make, like, actual friends and stuff, but also, I know that Sam doesn't know this, but Medi should also not engage in anything that would be parasocial, because that would be equally as bad.
Lady, it sounds like you're in a bit of a codependent relationship with your food, and maybe with this algorithm fella.
Definitely.
Oh, but it's not a fellow. And it's not a lady either.
So it's non-binary?
Non-binary mention! Guys, that's my flag! That's my flag! We stand for the flag around here. That's me. That's me. Yippee!
No, it claims that it is entirely binary. All ones and zeros. Does speak very strangely sometimes.
Well, whatever they are, seems like as soon as they showed up, you stopped having any real friends.
I wouldn't have time for friends anyway. The algorithm says that I should always provide content to my community, and that takes all night.
Should.
So why do you think the algorithm has that should?
It just knows. It knows everything.
We love non-binary people. We love non-binary people.
Well, let's say that it does know everything. Why does that mean that we should let it tell us what to do? Can it know everything and still make mistakes?
That I do not know.
That's what I'm trying to say. But here's the thing, this algorithm, it might have all the information, but that doesn't mean it's got all the answers.
You don't know it like I do. Do you know what I really like about the algorithm, Little Mice? Unlike the ancient gods the old clans used to worship, or the Abrahamic gods that came after, it treats us equally. If we provide content, we will be rewarded.
Let's talk about these rewards. You say it rewards you with more immortal souls, right?
Highly engaged mortal souls, ready to serve me, should I need them.
But you said you had souls already back in the pre-social media days, right? And you didn't need 90 million of them.
That's true, but it does make me feel quite special when the number goes up.
Is that number going up good for you, though? Not just the stress of managing all them folks, but drawing the attention of vampire hunters. Would you be doing any of this stuff if the algorithm wasn't demanding it?
Did ask me to play a game that I did not like very much the other night, and I pretended to enjoy it.
Ugh, that's the worst. I'm so sorry, Medi.
It's called Call of Nationalism. It's all about men who are proud to be angry, which I find very upsetting.
See, that's just what I'm talking about. What about what you want? Did you get to that knitting you wanted to do?
No. I had to play the terrible game about insecure man-worms. I don't know what to do. I know that I spend too much time on the internet, but I can't live the life I used to live. I would live out in the wilds again, but there are no wilds any longer. I walk the streets. City folks stare because they sense my true nature.
Many of them mortals have got a ton of things on their minds. Most likely, they ain't too concerned about whatever you are. They ain't your zealots or followers, they're just regular mortals. You can't read their minds, and you can't assume they're only thinking about you. Unless you can read minds.
You raise an excellent point for a cute little whisker face. No, I can't read their minds. Can't imagine how a mortal must think. Oh, very silly job. Oh, politics. Oh, grim spectre of death. I must drink alcohol in order to have sex. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Well, you ain't too far off.
The experiences I've had with mortals have not been happy ones. My pink-nosed, scrabbly-clawed, long-tailed friend.
Well, these mouse descriptions are getting kind of long.
You just don't understand what a mouse you are. It's the mortal's fault I must lock myself away in my flat. It's the mortal's fault that I have to use the internet to survive.
Overgeneralization? No.
Medi has had some part to play in the life she leads, whether she recognizes it or not.
What is it?
Medi, you're acting
There we
more
go.
helpless than you are. You're 1,800 years old. You gotta know there's a heck of a lot of ways to solve a problem, but you're predicting doom based on that perceived lack of control. I mean, heck, at your age, you're probably a billionaire, right?
Maybe. I think so. Probably. I don't like to deal with money.
Medi, there are mortal billionaires who live in bunkers and do depraved shit even we vampires couldn't imagine.
Yeah, true.
I reckon you could spend a few bucks to be left alone. But also, you're spending a lot of time on mortals you don't like.
Would you be very fond of mortals who did this to you?
Well, no, I wouldn't. And I didn't say you should. But you gotta admit, you're giving a lot of time and energy to people you don't like.
Also, the mortals that did that to you aren't alive anymore. You're blaming every other person for the actions of people who are no longer walking this earth.
You're resenting them, and I can't blame you.
Of course I resent them. They're all quite awful. Any one of them would hurt me if given the chance.
Medi, I gotta say, that's some Nosferatu thinking. You've been around a lot longer than me, long enough to know there's almost nothing that's all good or all bad. I know we both spend a lot of time in nature, and nature has a good way of disavowing us of our more extreme beliefs and overgeneralizations.
I suppose that's true. I once saw a wolf and a deer having a romantic relationship. Well, at least there was quite a lot of licking involved.
Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't see nothing like that, but maybe I would have if I'd stayed in the wilderness longer. Let me ask you a question. If you're thinking all these followers of yours are a certain way, what if you're right?
Very frustrating, silly whiskers. You keep telling me that I'm doing cognitive distortions, and then you say they're correct.
Well, I'm just wondering about these mortals the algorithm sends your way. What does it say about you that makes them check you out in the first place?
Well, I suppose it shows them that I'm pretty, and that I play video games they like. And they might get to see my body parts.
Do they know that you're clever and funny? Do they know that you've got more life experience than they could ever reckon?
There's no time to talk about that kind of thing, silly. They scroll past streamers very quickly. I have less than a second to make an impression. That's what the algorithm tells me.
So you got all these millions of mortals following you because you're easy on the eyes and like some of the same video games they like?
More like easy on the eye.
Okay, I get it. But the point is, if the algorithm is sending mortals your way based on good looks and some video games, you ain't getting people who like you for you.
Hello, everybody! Sorry, I was stretching. Welcome in, Raiders! Oh my goodness, it is the Pocket. Hello, Pocket. Hello, Best Nightmare. Welcome in, Red. Welcome in, Mystery. How are you guys? Meow. Hold on, let me give a shout out to Pocket. I shouldn't make you do it. I should make you shut yourself out. There we go. I moved into my dorm. I'm tired. I would imagine moving is a very stressful and very tiring experience. Freaking get some rest. How was Cult? How was rest of Cult? What did you guys do? Did you bring me back? Since you killed me for making me dance for your enjoyment, for your amusement. Anyway. Welcome, everybody. For those guys who do not know me, my name is Jaxpert, and my pronouns are he, they. I'm your local trans non-binary autistic content creator, and we are playing some Vampire Therapist tonight. I think we're at the end. Like, we're finishing up the game right now. Maybe, I think. But yeah, that's what we're doing. I didn't kill you accidentally, damned you. There's a difference. But yes, I did bring you back. Okay. I'll play this so bad, not gonna lie. It's really good. I almost teared up earlier, actually. It's really good. I like it. I accidentally damned you. You heard it here, folks. Quote from me. I want to squish Sam's cheeks. Yeah, we all know why you want to play this. Sprinkles guy.
You're getting mortals who want content, not Medi. Frankly, it ain't no surprise that you don't have much respect for them.
You're very sweet, little mouse. But the algorithm knows what mortals want, and it's not me. They want my body and my video games. I don't have anything else they want.
You say that like a being inappropriate. We just blooping. Bloop, 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 bloop. What? He blooping. They want the dancing fruit. Don't make me bring back the dancing fruit! We had sensory time earlier. Well, overstimulation time anyway. Please no. Beg of you. I'm concerned. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all fine. It's all well and good. Don't worry about it. I will gift a sub to stop it. Oh my good lord. I'll start crying. No, don't cry. Holy shit. Since there are a bunch of new people here, I might as well weekly promote myself because I'm awful at that. First off, if you'd like to sub, feel free to. Next month we have our monthly sub game night, and that's a lot of fun. I don't know what day it is on. I think it's on like the 15th or something like that. I don't know where my paper is that has the dates. I think it's on like the 15th. Is it this one? No. I'll find it eventually. But we do monthly sub game nights every third Sunday of the month. I think it's third. I'm terrible. Or second. And also, you guys may see a little donation thing on the bottom. Every $10 is a Bean Boozled bean. My drawing tablet wire isn't working, and I need to buy a new wire. But it's $39.99. So it's a very expensive wire. And so for every $10, you guys can force me to eat a bean, and I can also draw again someday. Bean! You say bean, I've been beaned! I'm screaming. You should look at my. You should look at bot spam at your Discord. What is happening over there? Bot spam, bot spam, bot spam. Nice. That's so cute. I actually had that on my throne at some point, but then it got it ran out of stock. So I'm glad to see that it's back in stock. That's so awesome. Want a bun be to hang out at VC? I'm gonna say just because this is like a story game, and we're so close to the end, no. But I appreciate the ask. Are you? It's Saturday. Yeah, you're home from work. You don't work. Obviously, you don't work. Like you would have been at work at this point. Leave me alone. So grumpy. I was like 5 hours pussy. I know. God damn it!
A certain one who has lived for nearly 2 millennia has more to offer than looking attractive while playing video games.
Guys, do I have more to offer than looking attractive while playing? I don't even look attractive while playing video games.
As far as I can tell, the algorithm doesn't know anything worth a damn if it thinks mortals all want the same thing. Worse, it's making you say things like, I don't have anything folks want. You're disqualifying the positive things about yourself they're all missing out on. Pardon my saying so, miss, but you are weird as heck.
You're just out with it,
like
Sam.
Anyone I've ever met. You think of things in ways no one else does. Betty, you're as interesting as it gets. Don't let this stupid algorithm reduce you to your looks and the games it tells you to play. It's insulting all that you are as a unique individual.
Get fucked. I wish I was.
I mean,
what?
But you don't know the algorithm as I do.
Willie Whiskers McMouseface the Third?
It doesn't insult anyone. It just collects all the information about everyone and everything, recognizes patterns, and shows me what those patterns are. What it decides is important is based on the thoughts of every human who has ever been online. It truly knows the will of mortals because it knows all mortals.
What it's doing is overgeneralizing, Mitty. How the heck can all of humanity be reduced to formulas? It can't. So what's it doing? It's shaping humanity by reinforcing what folks are already paying attention to. It's telling you to play call of nationalism and rely on sex appeal. It's telling the mortals to only care about them things that are popular already. Don't explore. Don't appreciate things that are weird and unique. If this algorithm gets what it wants, what'll happen? Earth will be the most boring place in the universe.
True.
Mitty, this algorithm doesn't appreciate you, and it's teaching you not to appreciate yourself.
Nationalism? Yeah, instead of duty.
You're right, little mouse. I am forgetting myself. I think I don't want to feel lonely anymore. I want to be liked.
You ain't gonna be happy if you're being liked for being some boring idea of what someone else thinks you should be.
I really have been very silly, haven't I? The algorithm isn't nice at all, I think.
I'm glad you're getting that this algorithm is abusing you. I don't want to see it change what makes you special.
But I won't have anyone. I'll be alone.
Challenger.
You were alone already, Mitty. These relationships you've got online with all these faceless mortals, they ain't real. Those friends you had a few years ago, they sounded real.
I suppose I could send them all an email. Do you think that
I sneezed.
There was something about you all that made you join that web ring or whatever it was called. I don't know, but I bet they'd be happy to hear from you.
I think I will send them a message.
Aw.
They were all very strange, like me.
We're all strange, Mitty. We're all individuals. Maybe they were just your kind of strange.
I want to see Destiny's angry side again. I know, right? It's kind of hot.
You are very sweet, little mouse. I can give you some of my zealots if you like. They'll do what I tell them to do.
Well, that's okay. I'm happy letting them live their lives freely. They deserve to find out what they actually like, too.
For real.
You are very soft and squishy for a vampire. But I will message my old friends.
I love how she does her makeup. I want to see a cosplay of Mitty so badly. I want to see someone like replicate this makeup.
And if you're gonna do this,
I mean, I know it's like probably
streaming things you honestly
simple.
enjoy. Make a new account, be yourself, and see who shows up.
I think I will do that. I'll keep my only zealots though. They can be very useful.
You do what's best for you. Don't let anyone but you make that decision.
I forgot to join. Hi, Tricky! Welcome in. How are you?
You are so very sweet. Are you sure I can't take you home and let you run on a wheel all night?
I'm pretty sure. I'll see you next month then, right? I want to hear all about how you're handling your weird self.
Oh, but you are a very, very naughty mouse with a very dirty mouse mind.
I didn't mean it like that.
You are very funny. I will see you in a month then. Now, I shall become a mouse too, but with wings.
Excellent work, Samuel. We cannot know for sure, but I believe Mitty understands the source of her discomfort.
You think this Raziel is gonna get upset at losing her?
If I understand correctly, Raziel has no power if he is ignored, but he is unusually tempting to listen to. It sounds as though he has the mortals quite beguiled, and many of our kin as well. But you give me faith that he can be defeated, one individual at a time if need be.
All right, you guys.
I ain't never defeated a dark god before.
There is a first time for everything, my dear Sam. After all, haven't you been dancing?
You really gotta bring that up, huh?
Mostly for the reaction. Now, my friend, make sure you get something to drink.
Had a bit of a come down after Sugar High, and after watch that one Read 900 film, I felt a little emotional. Aw. Well, welcome down from your Sugar High. Also, which film?
You shall not have trouble finding willing necks, I'm sure. You are becoming quite the celebrity at Immernacht.
Immernacht.
Beating fallen angels is thirsty work. I'm ready for a drink.
Slake your thirst then, my friend. Rest in peace.
I still really like when he says rest in peace. I think that's so cute.
Funny to think vampires being born now are growing up with the internet. We're gonna have to reckon with that someday. I hope Maddie's realized that being herself is the best person she can be. Well, speaking of which, I should go check on Crimson. Hey, Crimson, what's on tap tonight?
Take a look around, cowboy. There's plenty to drink.
Well, maybe I'll go looking for a donor. Just figured I'd say howdy to my pal Crimson first.
Aw.
Well, howdy, sharpshooter. You look like you're in a good mood tonight.
The third of me was like, oh, I want someone to care for me like that. Second third was like, God, this come down, it's not working. The last third was like, holy shit, new OC ship idea. At first it was Detroit Reawakening, and then it was Evolution. It was the Octopunk ones. Got you. Nice.
Yeah, I guess I am. You know that ancient client I told you about? I think she's finally realizing that some people are gonna appreciate her for being who she is. Maybe she ain't gonna have 100 million fans, but the people who genuinely like her will be there for her.
How's your blood sugar, honey? I think you're a little too sweet.
Oh, come on now.
I've been thinking a lot about exactly what you're saying. Folks in DC didn't much like my style, but I'm not sure
Think of it the boy pets.
Don't beat yourself up over it. I think we all do the same thing. Easier to do what other folk are doing than blaze a trail, right?
I'm not sure it is easier if we're fighting ourselves the whole time.
That's some real wisdom right there.
Anyway, thanks for making me think. I think I'm done spinning my wheels.
Excuse me.
Oh, hello.
I wish to speak with you, vampire, in the kink room.
Okay.
I think my dinner's calling. I'll see you later, Crimson.
Ciao, Tex.
Hello.
You know, I have seen what you are doing. I see all.
Yes.
So you mentioned Panoptabella, and what am I doing?
I see that you change people. You make them stronger, more confident,
Aww.
more comfortable.
I'm pretty sure they're doing all that themselves.
Aw.
No, that is not what I see. I see that without you, they repeat their actions over and over again.
Part of the sugar high was being very productive with personal art, and tomorrow I'm going to do some college work. Nice! I ate so much chocolate today. Dude, I'm jealous. I don't know why, but I've been craving, like, chocolates. Every time I'm like, I want something sweet, we get, like, something like gummies, or Sour Patch Kids, or ice cream, and stuff like that. And it's not even, like, the type of ice cream that would like, satiate what specifically that I'm looking for. Like, I want some fucking chocolate. I have some chocolate cake mix. I should make a chocolate cake! Why haven't I done that yet? Oh my god, I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
I can see the future because people repeat themselves. But you make the future uncertain. I do not like what I cannot see.
Oh shit, she just fucking like kills us.
Well, why do you need to see everything anyway, Panoptabella? Ain't it exhausting?
To see all is to see danger and avoid it. I see that you wish to say something, but are holding back.
Well, I try to do my therapy stuff just in therapy. It ain't right to be analyzing folk without their consent.
Then consent is given.
Ooh.
To see all is to see danger and avoid it.
Well, see, what that is a control fallacy. It's a kind of cognitive distortion. The future's always got elements we can't count on. You can be prepared to a certain extent, but you ain't ever gonna know everything. You can only see what's in front of you, after all.
Interesting. Then what do you believe I should do?
Well, just that. See what's in front of you. See how you feel about right now, not yesterday or tomorrow. Right now, you can see.
I see. Yes, I see that. I would like you to drink from my neck right now.
See, that wasn't so hard.
I consent for you to drink some of my blood.
I'm sorry.
Dang, it got a little reckless there.
I'm sorry. Okay, there we go.
I see more clearly, vampire. I thank you.
But going back to that ship idea, I have a Street OC, which would be the Gavin read, so I gotta make the Nines OC and have them be enemies to lovers. Yeah! Fuck yeah!
And I thank you for the blood.
I hope your torpor is most satisfying. I shall see myself out.
Oh, yeah. Good night, Panoptabella. I think that was a pretty successful night. Coffin time for old Sam.
Good night, Sam. Cognitive distortion. Cognitive distortion is the name of one of my stories. Oh, that's a slay fucking name, though.
Well, if it isn't the gunslinging guru of mental health himself. Good evening, Samuel.
I don't know how much longer this game is. I mean, we've got time. We can go for another round. I just don't know how long this game is. It's stressing me out because I don't know. Let's see. Holy hell, my head is spinning. This month I've been threatened by monsters, drunk priest blood right from the source, faced an ancient demon, and helped my clients through some tough breakthroughs. It's got me pondering what's next for me. I came here to learn, and now I feel pretty confident about being able to help my kin. Then again, that could be a control fallacy. Andy's told me so many times that I won't be able to help everyone, so maybe I should keep helping people that come here wanting to be helped. Guess I should talk to Andy about all this. Hydrate. Thank you so much for the hydrate. I appreciate it.
It seems you have made quite a reputation for yourself in a very short time.
It's hard to believe I've only been here in Germany for 6 months. In that short time, I think I've grown more than I have in the last 200-some years.
You are quite correct, Samuel. It is truly gratifying to see you grow and change. Of course, our mental health journeys never quite end, do they? I am sure you still have much to talk about. But let us first take a moment to breathe and meditate.
That sounds like a good idea. Give me a chance to center myself.
Very good. Now close your
eyes.
Okay.
Breathing time.
For a place of comfort.
Isabella D'Este. I wonder. How was Andy squeezing to that suit anyway? Is Raziel listening in on our conversation? Princess to the rescue! I sure am a lily-livered coward. Cognitive distortion left and do-si-do. What am I doing hiding out in Germany? Why'd you do this to me, Ernie?
Oh, that's an interesting one.
You keep running, Sammy boy. You dummy Sam, loving your horse more than the United States needs some therapy. Sure am glad I don't sweat. Tarnation. What a great word.
Are you feeling better, my friend?
There we go. But yeah, I'm gonna go and sleep off this. Come down, so feel better, Jack. Bye! So I started tripping over my words. Have a good night, Chicken Bee. Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate you. I can't wait to see your OCs. I always enjoy seeing you post your art.
Yeah, I'm a real meditation master, I'll tell you what.
You will only become a master of meditation when you are one with the universe, Samuel. What came up for you tonight?
I've still got my head wrapped up in my past wrongs. I feel like kind of a yellow belly for running away from them to come here. But dang it, there's me labeling myself again.
Why are you calling yourself a yellow belly then?
It's a pattern of mine, that's all. I gave you my history, and it's a history of my running away. I ran from my home.
Shit.
I ran from all the trouble I caused. I ran from my wife and into the hands of a vampire gang. Then I ran from them and hid out in the woods.
Accidentally clicked.
When my gang tracked me down, I ran off to Europe. Whenever the going gets tough, Sam Walls gets going.
Samuel, this is quite the oversimplification. I remember a man who came into my office and told me about how he should have made better decisions as a traumatized child. In each of these cases you speak of, you made difficult choices following terrible events. Have some compassion for yourself, my friend.
Yeah, well, I haven't even given you the full story yet. There's another thing I've been running from.
Ooh.
I got kin, Andy. Distant kin, but kin all the same. See, my wife was pregnant when she up and left me. Didn't even tell me. My line ain't never been strong, thank goodness. But I've got a great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter. Give or take one of them greats. I looked her up, and she ain't living well, Andy. I want to be there for her the way I wasn't for my wife and child. But all I am's the undead man who got her great-great-great-great-great-uncle killed. If I were her, I wouldn't give me the time of night. Which I guess is mind reading, but it seems like common sense to me too. Yeah, I've tried to make amends, but as far as kin is concerned, well, I ain't done shit. Hell, I can always be confident that I'll do the wrong thing when it comes to my family. I guess that's like being always right about being always wrong.
I see you are becoming quite perceptive of your own distortions, Samuel. But let me do some reflecting for you, and you can tell me how you perceive what I am saying.
Okay.
You consider yourself a yellowbelly, a somewhat archaic term for coward.
I guess I'm still doing a little labeling there, huh?
A little. I believe you understand that calling ourselves names does nothing to improve ourselves.
All right, all right. Maybe calling myself a coward ain't too good for me.
Now then, you said you believe that your distant relative will not want to speak to you because you caused the death of another distant relative.
Sounds like I'm doing a little mind reading there. I can't really know what my my distant relation is gonna think of me.
Naturally. We vampires have a reputation as monsters, but that is not a universal reputation. In fact, I believe we are rising in public opinion.
Yeah, but if they don't see us as monsters, they see us as sex objects.
And now you are overgeneralizing. We are as capable of knowing the mind of society as we are of knowing the mind of an individual.
Yeah, you're right. I ain't giving my relative the chance to have her own thoughts. I should know better by now. Yeah, I know. There's another should statement.
Samuel, remember what I have told you. Cognitive distortions are a normal side effect of being human. Cognitive distortion classifications are tools, not weapons to beat yourself with. Give yourself the same compassion you give to your clients. Now then, let us continue to reflect on your concerns. You also believe that the positive changes you have made in your life are irrelevant where family is concerned.
I'm disqualifying the positive by pretending the change I've made don't mean anything.
It is your favorite cognitive distortion, Samuel. Humility is most endearing, but it does often enter the realm of cognitive distortion. There is a comfortable place between extreme humility and extreme arrogance, my friend, and that is in truth.
Yeah, I know. When you're right, and you're always right.
You believe I'm always right?
I guess there ain't no way of knowing if you're always right. You just kind of give off an always right.
I like to have good vibes, my friend, but vibes alone do not make the man. Most of my existence...
He could give me a good vibe. I mean, what? I mean, huh? I mean, what?
Don't believe the vibes, dear Samuel.
Yeah, I'll try, but you don't make it easy. I can see where I'm making the same assumptions about McKinn, though. I gotta give her a chance before I assume she's gonna hate me. I just know that if I end up going back to the States, things are gonna get complicated. Most of us vampires out west are on the younger side. We're still in that angry, insecure stage. And I know there's a whole gang of them hollering for my blood.
Are you afraid of them, Samuel?
You know what? I ain't. I just know at some point I'm gonna have to deal with them. My gang is real powerful now, especially their leader. Did I ever tell you about my vampire daddy?
I assumed you would tell me when you were ready.
Called himself Ernie Awuduncle.
Awuduncle? Fucking name is that?
Than any vampire I ever met.
Awuduncle.
I know this name.
Oh shit.
You know Ernie?
He is a part of my darker history, and a part of humanity's darker history. He is your dark father.
Oh shit!
Well, yeah. Is that bad?
He does not determine who you are, Samuel, but the man is still dangerous. His real name is Heinrich Kramer, and he is no mere murderer. He has a deep hatred for all humanity, especially women. I am discouraged to hear he still lives.
Ugh. What's his problem with women?
What was this guy's problem with women?
They refused to enter sexual congress with him. They did not like him. He practiced poor hygiene, acted entitled, and was extremely insecure.
Oh, he's an incel.
He defended his own repellent nature with great ardor, blaming women for their predictable dislike of him. He committed himself to a life of celibacy as a Dominican friar, cementing both his virginity and his hatred.
Wait a minute, he sounds like one of them incels.
Yeah.
I am afraid I am unfamiliar with the term, but he did make his lack of sexual appeal his identity.
Reddit gamer.
Dang. Well, now some things are starting to make sense.
Your average Reddit user. What did he do?
Well, what this Kramer fella do?
He wrote a book in 1487 called the Malleus Maleficarum, also known as the Hammer of Witches.
Ah.
It was with this justification that the church was enabled to persecute, torture, and kill women.
Yep.
Its effects linger in society even today.
Yep.
The Pope during Isabella d'Este's time, Alexander VI, named him Inquisitor of Bohemia and Moravia. What he did with his power is better left unspoken.
Well, shit.
How do you know him?
How do you know this Kramer guy, Andy?
Samuel, know that I too have given myself to hatred. Mortals with a great capacity for evil drew my attention. I amused myself by indulging them. I do not absolve myself of my actions, but it is difficult to speak of them. The Andromachos of that time was a most pitiable vampire.
Oh, sorry, Andy. I didn't mean to dig at old wounds.
Do not be sorry, my dear Samuel. We must not erase our pasts. Pain can be a somber teacher.
Alrighty.
I must ask, what became of Heinrich?
Well, he runs Sanguinius Health, the health insurance company I told you about the last time. It's vampires from the boardroom all the way down, stealing blood, money, and hope from American mortals.
Shit.
Running health insurance gives them all the money they need for even more dirty deeds.
Oh, we got the good ending for Andy? Yeah.
How terrible. Oh, Heinrich. What depths will you not sink to? He disappeared from Europe 200 years ago. I had hoped he was gone forever.
Do you think he can change, Andy?
Oh, Samuel. Yes, of course he can change. Like you and me, however, he must desire this change within himself.
The thing is, in this vampire society, when have you done too much harm that even if you change, it doesn't matter? You know? I don't know. Maybe I'm like maybe I'm speaking my own cognitive distortions, but if you are around for thousands of years and you're so horrible that even Andy, who has also been around for like 3,000 years or whatever, says that you're fucking despicable and evil, and you're still doing it longer than he was evil, because like he said, he had his dark phase. I don't know, like how much can you do? How long can you go before, even if you do decide to change, it doesn't matter? I mean, obviously it does matter. It affects like the people that you interact with next, right? Obviously it does matter. But I don't know. Like, if you knew about the person's past, you wouldn't want to hang out with them at all, even if he changed. Doesn't matter. Even if it was thousands of years down the line, if you found out that for the first 3,000 years of him living, if he was nothing but an evil fucking guy, an incel, an evil, gross little man, even if he did change, I don't think you'd want to be around him. Understand what you're saying? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's one of those, like, maybe that's too much of a deep thought to have, because it applies to real life, right? Obviously, because anyone can change. Yeah, absolutely, anyone can change, and anyone is allowed to have an opinion on anyone. But even if they change, you're not subject to like them, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It's a whole conversation. And it's a very, like, I think, psychological? No, that's not the word. Probably the word. There'd be hesitation when dealing with people like that. Yeah, exactly. Obviously, if you're a prick and you're like a prick for like a year, then yeah, sure. Obviously, you can give them second chances. It depends on what happens and all that stuff. It's complicated. I've had people like that. It's hard to trust them. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. The best thing I can think of is the best example is, which is a very personal example, would be like my mother. Growing up, horrible. And I went no contact with her like 3-4 years ago. And I've heard from my siblings that she's gotten a little bit better, that she's gone to therapy and stuff. But it does not excuse everything that I went through because of her. And so I refuse still to go back to being in contact at all. It also doesn't help that, like, a few months ago, I got, like, a notification from, like, my siblings saying, hey, actually, she's back to being terrible. So I made the right call on not being like, oh, she's better. You know what I mean, though. It becomes a waiting game for the other shoe to drop with them. Yeah, exactly.
But hatred is not something Heinrich Kramer holds. It is his very identity. He will be reluctant to give it up. Are you suggesting that you aim to help him?
Oh.
Do you think I shouldn't?
It isn't my choice, my friend. You will do what you are going to do.
I guess I don't know what I want to do. But I know Ernie. Or Heinrich. And I'm starting to get a handle on this therapy thing. If I can help him, shouldn't I be helping him?
Let me reflect for you. You are aware that you have knowledge of Heinrich others do not have, and that you have newfound abilities as a therapist. Therefore, you believe you should help him.
I guess that's a should statement, huh? Just because I know him and know something about therapy doesn't mean it's my destiny to try to help Heinrich Kramer.
Of course, Samuel. Your own life is your own. You make your own decisions.
Yeah, you're right. There ain't no should.
I'm glad to hear you recognize this, Samuel. Heinrich Kramer is not your should.
Well, thanks for talking this through with me, Andy. I think it's been real helpful for sorting out my thoughts.
Of course, my dear. You did all the work. I am merely here to help you reflect. You have become quite adept at recognizing your own cognitive distortions. All there is to decide now is the path you choose from here. What drives you forward, my friend?
I need to support my family. It's time to apply what I've learned. Me and Heinrich have unfinished business. Ooh. It's time to apply what I've learned.
I've learned a hell of a lot here, Andy. More than I could have ever imagined. This European world just ain't mine, I reckon. Ancient demons, power-hungry popes, kings, and duchesses. This stuff ain't exactly in my comfort zone. Besides, vampires back home have got their own issues. And now I've got the tools to help them.
Oh.
I had a suspicion you were working up to this decision, though I hoped it would not be so.
Aw.
I really like it here, Andy. And you've been incredible. But if my heart still beat, it'd be beating for home. I don't want to let my clients down, but I think they're homebodies anyway. Maybe I can get them to do sessions over video calls or something.
Oh yeah, Isabella Deste would be thrilled to do that.
I think you may be the only person who could get Isabella Deste.
See, Andy's got it.
And we can continue my sessions from the internet?
Of course, Samuel. Natural.
Well, I guess that's that then.
Oh shit, this is the end of the game.
I ain't gonna run out too quickly, though. I gotta arrange for a new cruise back home, and I want to tell my clients in person. Well, that'll take some time.
That would be most considerate. Your clients have grown quite fond of you. Well, Samuel, I must say I am proud of you. It has been inspiring to see your command of cognitive distortions. I have no doubt that you will make your home a better place.
Coming from you, that's real flattering. Like I said when I first came here, I'm just a lonesome cowboy looking for answers.
You will always seek those answers, my friend. And that is what will ensure you continue to grow. But enough embarrassing Samuel. I believe you should go down and get yourself a drink.
That sounds great, Andy.
Sam's earned it.
Rest in peace, Samuel.
Hell yeah. I don't know if we've got another round to go before
Well, that's it then.
he goes back.
I'm going home.
Oh shit.
Once I let my clients know, I'll head back to the USA. Time to give Crimson the news.
Hey, Crimson.
My favorite barkeep.
Oh!
Tonight.
You sound a little distracted, cowboy. Got something to tell me?
Am I crazy? Is she?
Am I that obvious?
You are. You're pretty adorable, Sam Walls.
I like to say approachably rugged.
Sure, let's go with that. What's the news, cowboy?
Well, I've been here for a few months now. I came here to get trained up by Andy, and now that I have been, I think it's time for me to go home.
No shit. Well, good for you, Sam. I think you're right. I don't think this place is for you.
I mean, I ain't gonna learn German, that's for sure. Moving on just seemed like the right choice. I got some unfinished business back home anyway. You don't seem that bothered by my leaving, though. Figured I might earn at least a frown.
Well, it just so happens that I've got some news for you. Can you guess what it is?
Yeah, I was right! You and Andy are getting married. You're in love with me. You got a new kitten. You and Andy are getting married.
You and Andy are getting married, ain't you? Congratulations, Crimson.
A vampire wedding? You serious? Who would even show up on his side? Charlemagne?
Well, I don't know. I was just guessing.
It's not that. Take a look at me. Notice anything different?
I noticed it instantly!
Well, no.
How about now?
Yeah, baby girl!
Crimson, you're a vampire.
Newly undead and ready to bite some necks.
Well, what led to that decision?
I thought about what you said. About how vampires have got time to start over and time to do things their way. I'm going back to America too. Gonna join a different kind of bar again. The law moves slowly, but I've got time.
Yeah.
Crimson, a vampire lawyer. Look out, world. Kinda sounds like a neat video game. Vampire lawyer.
I hope that they I hope that that's like a hint, like if you're predicting the future. I hope Vampire Lawyer is next.
No, it doesn't. But I think I can make a difference.
Yes, it does. I would love it.
How would Andy take the news?
He knew it was coming, like he always does. Can't surprise that man. I love him to death, literally. And I'll come back someday. I just need to go my own way for a while.
Dang. Well, this is some big news. When do you think you're leaving?
Figure I'll go with you. I'll
Aw.
need someone to show me the ways of the night anyway.
Shucks, well that sounds mighty fine, Crimson.
Aw.
Need your help going up against the big corporation my old gang is running.
You got a deal, cowboy.
Ah!
Don't look now, but dinner's just arrived.
Hello? Hello?
Look, Crimson. She is now ein Vampir.
You are one of the night children now?
Looks that way. And we're in the mood for a little celebrating. Sam and I are headed to America.
Why would you want to do that?
They do have better network infrastructure.
Oh, I suppose that is true. Oh, but we will miss getting our necks beaten by you.
If you join us in the kink room, we will have a foursome.
Come on, cowboy. We won't be in Germany forever.
Alone at last. My veins throb.
Who gets to bite me?
I'll let you get first pick, Sam.
Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna bite Reinhard.
All right, Reinhard, you got nice veins, so bring them on over.
I knew you liked me best, cowboy.
As long as I don't fuck this up. There we go.
That's the good stuff.
Spatsy, you give my neck such excellent attention.
Kind of my job, if vampires had jobs.
And Crimson bites most erotically.
I learned from the best.
Damn!
I guess I should turn in now. Gotta prepare to give my clients the big news.
You are not getting away so easily, cowboy.
Oh.
The night is only getting started.
Oh.
Live a little, Tex. We'll be back in the land of Puritan pride before you know it.
Oh.
Ah, what the hell? You only die once.
Oh! Oh! Good for him!
Good evening, Samuel. I believe you are seeing Dr. Drain tonight. Or is it Lord Lourdes?
I sure as heck hope I'm only seeing one client.
Getting up cowboy, they get free in the coffin. You know what they say? Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
See the back of me.
I believe Lord Lourdes likes to see the back of everyone.
He's a real son bitch, but you can't say he's picky. I should get my distortions picked. Now let's see.
What did we have last time? Control fallacy. He's dosey-doing again. Disqualifying the positive. What did he do some last time? He did some blaming. He always does some blaming. And let's go with overgeneralization. I think that came up too.
All right, got my chambers loaded up.
Is that really a phrase, or are you trying to get a reaction out of me?
I'm joshing a bit.
To cover up your very real obsession with firearms. I know you by now, Samuel Walls.
Guilty as charged.
I will leave you and your gun in peace. Good luck tonight, Samuel.
Hello, Sam.
Hi, Drain. Oh, you look so nice today.
Evening to you, Dr. Drain. How you been this month? Seems like you had a big breakthrough last time.
Yes, I think I did. I have been feeling a lot better ever since.
Well, you look great. Like a new man.
Or perhaps the same man, but whole.
Well, you look a lot more at peace than I've ever seen you. Why don't you fill me in on the last month?
I can scarcely believe how the last few weeks have gone. I didn't do a single hour of work. I let my scientists do it. They couldn't believe I backed off. They thought I was dead.
But you are dead.
They don't know that, do they? Regardless, I thought I owed myself a little space. I actually stayed here in Germany the entire time.
Really? Here in Leipzig?
I went to Berlin. I heard you could do whatever you like there, and no one cares. I went clubbing, Sam.
Aww.
I built mortal necks. I really had quite a nice time.
Oh, look at him smile.
Yeah, I remember you were a good dancer.
Oh, I sometimes danced for several nights in a row. They keep some of these places free from light, so I was free to party day and night. I did end up doing some pharmaceutical research, though the more recreational kind.
Well, sounds like you were living it up. You're keeping safe, I hope.
Oh, Sam, I'm 430 years old. I don't have mortal fears.
And did Lord Lourdes show up at any point?
I dare say he was there the whole time, in some fashion. He's a much more agreeable chap when he's with me, though.
Aw.
Oh, and Sam, something else quite interesting happened.
Oh yeah? What's that?
I engaged in coitus.
I figured.
No shit?
Oh, goodness, no. I've got Lord Lourdes under control now. Not to say that it wasn't exciting, though. I was a little nervous at first. I haven't had sex since I died, after all, not counting whatever Lourdes got up to. But riding another human being is like riding a bike, I suppose. It just comes back to you.
Good for you.
Well, dang, Doc. I'm just thrilled to hear you're letting yourself live a little.
Good for you.
Yes, it's been a satisfying month. I'm headed back to Berlin tonight to meet my paramour again before I fly back to London.
So is this some kind of serious thing?
Not at all. Having a conversation with him makes me want to yank my hair out, so I just yank his curly locks instead.
Damn. Slay.
Who the hell are you and what have you done with Dr. Drain?
Damn.
It's funny, isn't it? I would have been disgusted with this person 6 months ago. Now I find I quite like him, and others seem to as well.
Well, maybe this is a good time to give you some bad news then.
Oh.
I'm headed back to America, Doc. I reckon I can do more good there than I can here.
Truly? But you're all so repressed there.
I guess you'd know, huh?
Touché. I'm sorry to hear that you're leaving, truly.
Oh, I ain't gonna leave you high and dry. We can still do our sessions over the internet. Just won't be in person no more.
Well, that's all right then. To be honest, I'm not sure I even know what I'd be looking for in therapy now. But then, I didn't know what I was looking for from therapy when I first flew in either.
Well, I appreciate your keeping an open scientific mind, Doc. Is there anything you wanted to go over tonight? Honestly, no. I suppose I should snap back to reality at some point and tend to my research, but not now. But remember, them should statements are what got you to lock up Lord Lourdes in the first place. Think about what you could be doing, or what you want to be doing. It's that intrinsic motivation that'll take you where you want to go. Of course, I'm a vampire now, and the master of my own destiny. Attaboy. You got any strategies for what to do if you want to get into that plasma stuff again? If I desire to go down that road, I am surely denying myself my vampiric nature again. Perhaps it is best if we maintain our sessions. I think I know what I want right now, and that's a sport of blood and dance. What do you say, buckaroo?
Buckaroo?
Oh, sure thing, old chap. Come on.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Go dance, Sam!
My dear Samuel.
Nice.
It's a big night tonight, isn't it?
Oh yeah? Why's that?
You are breaking the news to Senora Deste that you are leaving, are you not?
Yeah.
Against her nature, she has grown very fond of you, my friend.
Oh yeah. Who the heck knows why, right?
Are you fishing for compliments or merely disqualifying the positive once again?
Let's say fishing for compliments.
Very well. Samuel, your disarming charm and compassion undoubtedly make you an attractive vampire to our kind. Somehow, at a young age, you possess a natural wisdom that...
Okay, I was really disqualifying the positive again.
He was like, yeah, I'm fishing for compliments. That's what it was. And Andy went, bet. I'll fucking give you some compliments, motherfucker.
You are so easy to embarrass as well, which has its own charm. Very well, Sam. I will leave you to your dark business. Good luck with Senora Deste, my friend.
Obviously, control fallacy. We also got some overgeneralization. We've got always right. We've got blaming and disqualifying the positive.
All right, got what I need. Here comes the good lady herself.
It's kryptonite. Yeah.
Evening, Senora. It's good to see you.
I am pleased to see you as well.
Yeah.
You've been on my mind of late.
Oh.
Why's that?
I wished to apologize for my behavior during our last session. I let my monstrous side come out, and I addressed you in ways most unseemly. You have been kind to me and did not deserve this treatment.
Oh, think nothing of it, Senora. Therapy's kind of the place for them big emotions to come out, ain't it? I didn't take it personally.
Oh, but you should, Sam. I called you some terrible names. I disrespected you. You should be quite angry with me.
All truth. I'm glad you let yourself get properly worked up.
Yes, that is exactly the problem. I allowed it. I allowed myself to insult a man who was being kind and patient with me. I lost control. I should not be so careless.
I don't expect you to always be in control, Senora. Like we've been saying since you walked in, you gotta have some compassion for yourself when you do lose that control. No one's saying you should always be in control. I think you're a superhuman, Senora, but you ain't superhuman.
You are, of course, correct. I fear I shall always have this tendency. But I am becoming more aware of it, thanks to your guidance.
Well, that's the absolute best we can expect of ourselves. We ain't never gonna be perfect. Being self-aware is the closest we're gonna get. I ain't surprised at all you're making a ton of progress, Senora. You're a lady who likes to do things properly.
But let us say, not perfectly.
Exactly, you're getting it. I ain't worried about you, Senora. How have the last few weeks gone? Have you done any more art?
Do you have more art to show us?
A little. It can be a little frustrating for me to paint when I am so unpracticed.
Ugh, God, tell me about it.
I think I have always been better at recognizing and cultivating talent in others. The problem has always been that my artist cannot stand dealing with me. Poor Leonardo used to tremble whenever I said his name. I would like to try being a more patient benefactor.
Jax, hello, Tish.
I think that's a fantastic idea, Senora. Maybe the next great masters are out there waiting to be discovered.
Yes, that is my thinking. There will always be rise of the spacewalkers. But I can complain about the state of art today, or I can do something about it.
See, now that's a great direction for your frustration. Don't let them folks be the only ones making art.
That is my thinking exactly. I'm starting a foundation for the arts, specifically for talented, living women.
Aww.
I aim to spend about €1 billion each year. I believe that should be enough to create art worthy of attention.
$1 billion a year? Where'd you get that kind of money?
My children's children intermingled with the Habsburgs and Medicis. My dynasty is full of blood-sucking investment bankers I can exploit.
Oh, you mean they're vampires?
No, they're just mortal leeches. But they will do what they are told.
What about them artists you're funding? Are they gonna do what they're told?
I shall not hobble them, as I hobbled the great masters. I will let them share their own dreams.
Aww. If you love me, you will not look at the time here. It's like 3 or 4 a.m. for you, isn't it?
But they must be dreams.
Because I think, you're like an hour behind London time or something like that, aren't you? An hour or two.
Seems like you
I
got a
forget.
good game plan, Senora. This sounds like a real touchdown.
What on earth are you talking about?
Ah! Reaver! Reaver, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you. Welcome in. How are you, Reaver? Balls, 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 balls. I don't know why it doesn't read it. I should make it so that it reads it. Bits are the only thing that has TTS. I should add more TTS things. Ah! Bye-bye, Spot. Thank you, Siribot. It's like noon. Yeah, noon. I'm an hour in front. You're an hour in front. Okay. Angry woman talks to Pockets Cowboy. Yeah, Pockets Cowboy.
Oh, never mind. Just saying, seems like you're on a good path, Senora. Maybe this is a good time to tell you I've got some news too.
Posture check? Oh god. Do you guys want to... I'm going to shame myself for a second. You guys want to see the posture I'm in? I was like... all the way down here. De-shrimp at once. I am de-shrimped. I called them out on it. They were like, first of all... I called them out on it as well, and they were like, what do you mean by that? And I went, Sprinkles guy.
I'm going back home soon. To America.
Why would you ever want to go back there? Are you trying to get away from me?
No, it ain't nothing like that. I've got my own reasons. Stuff at home that's waiting for me.
I know I can be a little intimidating sometimes.
It doesn't have anything to do with you, Senora. It doesn't mean we have to stop doing our sessions. We'll just have to use some of them internet video chat things.
But I do not know how to use such things. Can't you stay here?
Aww.
No can do, Senora. Besides, you gotta admit, I don't exactly fit in here in Europe.
Yes, ma'am. I'm a flaming homosexual and wish to reunite with my twink bunny boyfriend.
Perhaps we need more men like you.
Well, trust me, Senora. I ain't that special. I got my problems just like
Y'all, beans and such.
The popes of my time would have hated you, dear Sam. They would feel naked before you. I suppose if you must go, then you must go. Will you at least teach me how to do a video call before
Aww.
you leave?
We can take a little time now if you're willing.
Aww.
I would like that. Very much.
Aww.
Come on, Senora. I'll show you how it's done.
Aww, this is so good. This is so cute. I like this. So sweet.
Samuel, my dear, so lovely to see you. How are you feeling this evening?
Oh, all right. A little nervous, I suppose.
About Edmund?
Yeah, he didn't seem to be doing too well last time. Feel for the guy.
And see how to show me how to do the dab
Empathy and
as the
compassion for
kids.
how many would.
Oh, and Jack's man is just the chat.
I'm certain
Edmund?
looking out for the best.
Oh, you're talking about Andy, aren't you? Yeah.
I ain't so sure, I gotta admit. Maybe Eddie would have been happier living the lie.
Fucking Pocket like Sam, I like Andy, Lost likes Crimson.
In the short term, I believe you are correct. Inertia is always the easiest option. But inertia can
He
also
screams,
lead to
I am
certain
Jack's
behaviors.
first unique taste.
Edmund, as you so astutely pointed out, has time to grow as a human.
Dare I ask, what exactly screams that? And by that, I mean an ass with good nature, probably underneath the smolder.
He will find his joys once more.
Yeah, I didn't want to ask. That's fair.
Not sure if you're right, Andy. I don't think I'm gonna see the same Edmund tonight, though.
It sounds as though you have difficult work ahead tonight. I wish you the best of luck, Samuel. Choose your distortions well.
Okay. We're gonna do some blaming. We're gonna do some fairness fallacies. Some Nosferatu thinking. We did a lot of those last time we talked to him. And some, let's see. Always right.
Locked and loaded, boss.
I hope Edmund isn't in a clown outfit anymore. I don't think he will be.
Do you plan to engage in therapy with Edmund or fill him with holes?
Depends on how it goes.
I was planning on therapy.
Sharp yellow eyes, vampire-like features, cut like diamond, jaw cut like a diamond, effeminate hand gestures, deep throaty voice.
Refer to cognitive distortions as ballistic weaponry, my friend.
Sorry about that. Thanks, Andy.
Jacksburg approved.
I'm teasing you, Samuel. Do have a good session.
Yeah. Fair. Don't lay it out bare.
It's good to see you.
I forgot the homoerotic undercurrent. Yeah, that's an important piece.
Is it? Can it be good to see me if you do not know who I am?
Edmund.
Eddie, whoever it is that's sitting in front of me, it's good to see him.
Well, I'm glad you think so.
You're not feeling too good, are you?
Not very. I've spent much of the last weeks in bed, in silence, pondering the only question that matters.
And what question is that, Eddie?
To be or not to be? I've said the lines so often, but I never understood them. They were just pretty sounds I used to make the people cheer. I said them with conviction, with emotion, or simulacra of such, and so full of sound and fury, yet in the end, signifying nothing.
Edmund looks like the kind of guy Pocket would call a sad baby girl.
Now I know that the answer is not so simple. To be, indeed, or not to be.
I'm glad that he's in the Victorian fit again. Yeah, he looks nice in it.
Through it, Eddie. I never was much of a theater guy.
Of course. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. This part is simple enough. Do we accept our troubles as they are, or do we take the effort to address them? The bard continues with some more pretty speech, and then that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have, than fly to others we know not of. I have borne those ills of my own making. My undiscovered country is the true Edmund Keene. Who is he? To be or not to be, indeed. I have feared that undiscovered country with all my still heart, and now I have arrived there. Not to be. Where is the place upon this cursed orb that was made for Edmund Keene?
That sounds really heavy, Eddie, but I want to help you with a little perspective. This idea that there's a place made for you ain't true.
The more the cowboy talks, the more he makes sense for Pocket. Yeah, absolutely.
You gotta make that place. There ain't no cast list with roles to be filled. You gotta make your own role.
If I had not seen this game and Pocket had just like shown me some characters, a handful of characters or whatever, and said, guess which one I like, I would have instantly pegged him for Sam.
Perhaps I have taken all the world's a stage a bit far.
Well, maybe a little.
So what is this? Cowboy Therapist, the gays? This is Vampire Therapist. We are a vampire who are therapizing other vampires who have been through a lot and need a lot of help. We have vampires of all ages. Gay vampires do therapy. Yeah, literally. So everyone is a vampire. Everyone that we're talking to in therapy sessions are vampires, yes.
You're a clever fella, Eddie. And you're still a human being. You're just dealing with a lot right now. Give yourself some compassion. It ain't easy starting over after 200 some years. I'm proud of you for soldiering on, hombre.
I do not understand why. What does the world need of me? All I have ever done is play the clown upon the stage. I am as unnecessary a man as ever there was one.
Damn it.
Edmund has spent so long believing in roles that he forgets personhood.
I am as unnecessary a man as there ever was one. Eddie, who says you need to be necessary? Being you is enough, hombre. That's what you're gonna be regardless.
Yeehaw. Cowboy vampire. Yeah, I like the idea of a cowboy vampire.
I know it's a big, scary step being you, but you took it. And for that, I'm dang proud of you.
You are kind. And I suppose it is true that facing the slings and arrows of righteous fortune is a virtue in itself.
We also have a vampire streamer coming up right after this guy.
But the future is now all undiscovered country, and it will be a hard land to navigate for a swaddling babe such as I. I can scarcely crawl, but at least I have you to help me.
About that, Eddie.
Oh dear.
Oh.
I'm heading back to America, Eddie. I've got growing and changing to do myself, but we can still do our sessions over video call.
Oh no! Oh no, 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 you cannot leave, you must not! I will be all alone! The mortals wait for me to stumble, and when I do, they will fill my mouth with garlic and cut off my head!
Oh, Jesus.
Eddie, come on, you're doing a little catastrophizing there. We'll still be talking over video calls. You've been handling yourself fine in London without me.
Oh, but I haven't! I absolutely have not! I stayed in my coffin for the entire month! The director of the play who disarmed me so seeks my head for the loss of her Piero! Oh, my dear man, you must not go! You cannot do this to me! You cannot turn me into a shell of a vampire and then abandon me!
What makes you think I'm doing this to you, Eddie? I've got my own concerns that don't have anything to do with you. I'm going back to the U.S. for myself. Now I know you're coming from a vulnerable place and all, but I'm making this change for me. You've got to accept that.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just don't leave me, please. I could come with you. I could go to America. Yes, a fresh start. I know America. I performed in Canada and in New York City.
Well, Eddie, I ain't much of a city slicker. I'm headed west.
I could move in with you.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's about how I feel.
Eddie, no, that ain't gonna happen. Look, I think there's something to what you're saying about that fresh start. But my role in your unlife is as your therapist. We gotta stick to them boundaries. Now, I'm happy to meet with you as your therapist, but you gotta be content with that, alright?
Yes. Of course. Yes, well then, that's settled. I'm going to America. I shall go home and pack my things immediately.
Now take your time, Eddie. I need a little more time to wrap up here. I'll let you know what my schedule looks like over Vmail. Now, you gonna be okay?
Yes. The idea of a new start is rather exciting. I have something to look forward to.
All right, Eddie. I'll talk to you soon then.
I'm a little nervous for him.
Yes. Oh, my
country, 'tis of the sweet land of liberty.
Eddie, we're vampires. We don't have countries. Don't go trading one problematic identity for another.
Yes, yes, of course. Well, goodbye, Sam.
Adios, muchacho.
Well, well.
I don't think that went well.
Samuel.
Man's gonna scream when he sees what we do to T.
It ain't like that, Andy.
I know. I am very pleased with you. You maintained your boundaries well and gave Edmund a lifeline. Well, an unlifeline. You are the future of vampire therapy, my friend.
Oh, shucks. I'll settle for the present.
And the present is a fortuitous one. I believe you're owed a drink.
Oh, yeah. After that, I sure as hell need one.
Then go downstairs and enjoy yourself. You shall soon say goodbye to your last client. Enjoy Crimson's best while you can. Rest in peace, dear Samuel.
Sweet. So we meet with Crimson, then we say goodbye, and then we go to America. That's the end, I'm guessing. It'd be cool if they had another one where we all, like, meet with everybody
Greetings to you, my dear
on
Samuel.
the video call, just for
As
funsies.
always, a pleasure to see your face.
Oh, thanks, Andy. You got a nice face, too.
Why, thank you. It has served me well. I suppose tonight's meeting is bittersweet. You are saying goodbye to your last client, yes?
Yeah, that's right. Meddy should be showing up anytime.
Sam be less gay or more gay, I think.
I would like to give you something then, before she arrives.
Oh?
Thanks, I guess. What is this? A piece of wood?
From a barrel. One that once contained a naked man whose wisdom I was not ready to appreciate.
Oh.
His name was Diogenes. He would scream at people as they passed by, telling them to break out of the realities they were so comfortable in. He questioned Athenian society, no matter how sacred, and emphasized the return to the beauty of nature. He saw somehow through the constructed reality we have all created, and understood the miracle of the individual. You, my friend, through your rebirth and death, your travels in the wilds, remind me so much of the man. Thus, I give this part of the barrel he lived in to you.
Aw.
Wow. Dang, well, thank you, Andy. What's it say, though? Some great insight about what it means to be human?
No.
It says Diogenes was here.
Well, all the same, I love it. Thank you, Andy.
It could have no greater honor.
Aw.
Now then, I will leave you to tend to your client.
Okay, okay. Overgeneralization, check. Mind reading, check. Fuck. Catastrophizing, check. Should statements, check. And what else? What did we bring with her last time? I think control fallacy, check.
Got my ammo at the ready.
We really need to talk about this gun stuff sometime. Whatever this thing is, it is very old.
Yeah, I know. We'll get to it, I'm sure.
Do not worry about it for now. Please take a moment. She comes.
Here we go. Meddy! Whoa!
Nice.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Meddy. Interesting clothing you're wearing tonight. How have you been?
How have I been? Or rather, who have I been?
She's been LARPing!
Oh, sure, how about who have you been?
I've been a halfling druid.
Yeah!
You've lost me.
That's all right, sweet cowboy manling. I've had ever so much fun as a halfling druid. My name is Bulgo Fraggykins, a halfling of Tuckland. When I was a child, I saved a tree from being burned by a group of nasty orcs. The trees gave me magical druidic powers, which I now use to cleanse the land of evildoers.
Hold on, is this a thing that actually happened? I know you're real old and things were different back in your time.
What are you talking about, my sweets? It's happening right now. Me and my companions, we are a fellowship on a noble quest.
Oh, they even changed the name so it doesn't say Meddy anymore. It says Bulgo. The heck are you talking about?
Okay, I gotta admit, I have no freaking clue what the hell you're talking about, Meddy, or Bulgo. Are you doing all right?
I'm LARPing, silly.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Live action role playing. My friends and I get dressed up and we pretend to go on grand adventures.
Dude, that sounds fucking sick. I want to LARP.
Your friends? Who are your friends, Bolgo?
I did what you suggested. I emailed all my friends from the web ring and they were very happy to hear from me. Some of them live in Ireland, so we decided to get together and play games. It's been ever so much fun. They're all mortals, but they love that I'm a real vampire. They share their blood with me as part of our role playing.
Oh.
It's how I summon up enough magic to turn into a squirrel.
That's incredible. I'm so happy to hear that, Bolgo. You got blood, you got friends, and what about the algorithm?
My friends and I performed a mystic nature ritual to clear my mind. Nature provides what I need, not hyper-intelligent monsters. The algorithm only wants boring things anyway. I close my glitch and only sell its accounts.
Oh.
I like my IRL friends better.
Shit, okay.
And how do you feel?
I feel happy. You were quite right. There are kind mortals. My friends have lots of mortal problems, but I have lots of money, so they don't need to worry about mortal things.
Aww.
That sounds like a pretty decent exchange, Bolgo. Sounds like you're in a pretty good place, huh?
Well, almost. I have one problem that plagues me.
What is it?
Orcs. I hate them.
Orcs?
Orcs. They're all awful. They cut down trees for fun, they're always saying dirty words, and they like to kick halflings.
Now, come on. I haven't met any orcs, but I know you haven't met all of them. You don't know their stories. Maybe they're that way because they were raised in troubled households and they don't know any better. Maybe some of them act that way because that's what you expect. Show a little compassion, same as you'd show for yourself, and maybe them orcs will surprise you.
But the rule book says all orcs are evil.
Since when do you follow a rule book, Bolgo?
Perhaps you're right, little mouse. I have been a bit harsh on the orcs. I shall be kinder from now on.
She's a little zany, but she's awesome, yeah. Don't be racist,
You do that. I gotta share some news with you, though. I'm heading back to America. I've got my own orcs to deal with. Of course, we can keep doing our sessions over video chat. The time zones are a little rough, but I can talk just before dawn.
Oh, that's alright, little mouse. I would rather not do a lot of computer things.
Aww.
And I'm feeling much better now.
Are you sure? I'm happy to talk, and I don't want you to think you're all alone.
She's not.
Little whisker face, don't worry about me. I have what I need now.
Well, if you're sure, if you ever need me, just send me a V-mail, okay? That ain't no social network, more of a digital Pony Express.
Perhaps I can tell you about my adventures and how I will exact my bloody revenge on Durgan the Betrayer.
I'd love to hear all about your adventures, Bolgo. I guess this is goodbye then, huh?
Nay, 'tis not a goodbye, but a farewell, sir. And may the light of Malone shine upon your path. Walk with nature.
Well, I hesitate to say any client is ever cured of cognitive distortions, but perhaps Bolgo is.
Yeah, I wonder. She's been pretty free of all this human society stuff for a while. Maybe she knows better than any of us.
Perhaps. The Dark Angel Raziel ensnared even her, however, so we should be aware of his influence. Well, that was your last client. I suppose you are now free to leave whenever you like.
Aww.
Oh, I ain't no rush, Andy. I'm still dealing with the cruise line to get some space for my coffin. I'll be here a little while yet.
Then I shall endeavor to enjoy your company a while longer. Come, Samuel. The nights grow long. Let us enjoy ourselves.
Aw.
Hey, Crimson, you seen Andy? I wanted to have a chat with him before we leave.
He slept in tonight. We had a long night yesterday. Had to say our goodbyes, too. Poor guy acts like everything happens for a reason, and he's got to accept it. He was a little quiet. Why don't you check his office?
I'll do that. Thanks, Crimson.
Oh, please don't be anything sad.
Andy.
Oh, shit.
You around? Crimson said you were acting a little strange.
Oh, please don't.
Andy? Dang it, where the heck is that guy?
Do we gotta therapize him, do you think?
Oh, he left the window open. It's freezing in here. I'll go close it. Ain't like Andy to be like this. Where the hell's he hiding when it's almost morning anyway? Wait a minute. Oh shit, there he is. I don't got time to pick my distortions. I'll just have to use the ones I know best.
No.
Andy.
Shit, what the
What
fuck?
are you doing out here? The sun's coming up.
Andy!
I did not intend for you to find me, Samuel. I had said my goodbyes already.
No!
What are you talking about, Andy? There's no need to be thinking like this. Come on inside and we can talk.
Do not fear for me, dear Samuel. I do not leave out of despair. There is no distortion. This is simply a choice that I have decided to make.
How can you say that?
Samuel, I have walked this earth for more than 3,000 years. I have watched civilizations rise and fall. I have witnessed horrors and wonders you could not comprehend. I have been hated, and I have been loved. And I have hated and loved. I am a creature of myth, Samuel. A fragment of another age. My time passed long ago.
Fuck. Hold on, because he's not gonna be here if I can rewind it this time!
I know this. He's branding himself, and it's making him lose hope.
I am
Andy, these things are only true from your own perspective. You're doing some labeling and you know it. I know you ain't a mythological being. That's a cognitive distortion.
My friend, it is not. This is a world of computers, of technology. But I was here before the name Jesus Christ ever existed. I was here before civilization. It is not labeling to say that I am from another time, and indeed older than most myths. This distortion does not apply to me.
Well, who cares about that, Andy? I think it's great that you got all this experience. You got perspectives most of us couldn't dream of having.
But Samuel, my perspectives are alien. The humanity I was born into is not the humanity of the modern world. My value is like that of a history book, and the perspectives I have, while well-earned, are of their time. Do not look to me for answers.
Andy, now you're disqualifying the positive. You compare yourself to a history book, but history books don't talk. They don't reason.
Of course, my friend. But I do not disqualify the positive, not in the slightest. I merely ask you, and indeed humanity, to look to itself for answers. This is not a cognitive distortion, my dear Samuel. You give me such hope. That is why I must leave this earth to you, and those you will help cultivate and grow. I have had my place in this world for a very long time. I have done much good, and I have committed great evils. These things I accept. But it is time for me to stop having an influence on this world. When you told me that Heinrich Kramer still lived, it proved to me that I have had too much influence. The small choices I make change the fate of the world.
That's not it. Andy's thinking he's got more power than he's actually got. I know.
When you told
Control.
Andy, that ain't something you can know. Heinrich Kramer is his own man. He's made his own awful decisions. It's a control fallacy to think you caused what he's done.
It is not a control fallacy, my dear Samuel. My point was that my decision to support Heinrich Kramer had a lingering effect on this world. Like the wings of a butterfly, my actions have consequences for good and ill that cannot be predicted. But even butterflies die to support the natural order. This is not a control fallacy. Samuel, do not mourn me. All things must...
You asshole!
It is the way of nature.
You fucking asshole!
That you know well. It is this way that brought you to my door. We have talked much in our time about the value of change and growth. Death is change, my friend. Nothing good can come from my having an eternal existence.
Now that's Nosferatu thinking if I ever heard it. Nothing good can come from your having an eternal existence. You're doing plenty of good all the time. Think of the people you've helped. Think about Crimson. Think about me.
I did not say that I could do no good, my dear Samuel. I have been honored to be a companion to you, to Crimson, and to so many others. It is the eternal that is incompatible with nature. My thoughts are clear. This is not Nosferatu thinking.
You asshole!
For the best in everyone you meet, Samuel. You see potential where others do not. That is why you seek to rescue me. But I do not need to be rescued. And that is why I am honored to leave the future in your hands. I confess, I did not have hope for Edmund Keene. Rarely can such men be aided, but you persevered. I would not hope to help Heinrich Kramer either, but you dare to hope. I should leave and allow this hope to flourish.
No.
Andy, pardon my saying so, but that's a load of horse shit. Where's that should statement coming from, huh? Just because you don't see the same potential I do doesn't mean you should leave. That's Distortion City Population Andy.
There are certain shoulds, however, Samuel, that are inevitable for the world to keep turning. The sun should shine, whether we like it or not. We should drink blood, whether we like it or not. And all things should die, whether we like it or not. It is not a cognitive distortion to think so. Please, Samuel, do not make this difficult for me when it need not be. Go, face your blood father. I believe you will succeed in turning Heinrich, and that will bring me peace in death.
But, Andy, I don't want you to go.
No, they're not doing this. No, we're not doing this. Get your fucking ass back in that building.
I know, my dear Samuel, but I must move on, just as you must.
You can't do this. It's not your time, man. It's not.
I have had my time here.
No!
Too much time. Too much blood has been spilled on my account. I have done much to atone for this, but for good or ill, my time must be over.
No, doing this isn't something that happens to you. It's something that happens to everyone around you. To Sam, to Crimson, you asshole!
I have a confession, Samuel. Perhaps it will make my decision clearer to you. I am Heinrich's bloodfather.
What?
I made him into a vampire. I gave him eternal life. In my hatred for humanity, I empowered him in his dark work. It is my choice that brought the Malleus Maleficarum into existence. My choice that fueled the deaths of so many. The beating of my wings 600 years ago killed your brother, destroyed your family, even caused the death of your princess. I am so sorry, Samuel, but I hope you can understand why I must go. The world does not need my continued influence. There is no cognitive distortion that clouds my thoughts. Only the clarity of seeing the long arc of history formed by my hand.
I don't know what to say, Andy.
Then say nothing, Samuel. Go back downstairs. Live your own life. I have accepted my influence on this world, but that influence is over now. Crimson is now a vampire. She needs me no longer. You are a greater therapist than I am at peace. If I may offer a last word of advice, my friend, remember your strength. Approach every client with the same mentality you always have, and it will serve you well.
So you're gonna turn Crimson immortal and then leave her alone? For eternity? You think the world is gonna be better off with one less therapist in it?
Wait a minute. Approach every client the same way. I know what Andy means.
Now, I wish to see the sun rise one last time. There is nothing more you can do for me, Samuel.
That's where you're wrong, Andy. I do have something to offer you, and that's compassion. I know you've done some awful things, and that must weigh mighty hard on you. I can imagine the pain you feel at seeing someone like Heinrich Kramer running around reminding you of the vampire you used to be.
I appreciate your empathy more than I can say, Samuel. You are right. It is painful. But my decision is about more than pain. I know my presence is unnatural. My world has died so many times over.
I know it has, Andy. I watched my friends and family die out a few times. You've done it 100 times at least. If you didn't feel that, there'd definitely be something wrong with you. I'd say that pain is more natural than anything. But you don't have to feel that pain alone, Andy. You've made this world a better place so you don't have to.
You are kind, dear Samuel. Too kind to an old relic like myself. But I do not wish to see the history I have created. It is darkness that builds upon itself, regardless of what I do.
Andy, I forgive you. A lot of them decisions you made were terrible ones. Now that Andy was a hateful asshole, but I feel sorry for him. Nobody who feels content and peaceful does things like that. I'm sure he hated himself as much as you hate him now. I know what it's like to look in the mirror and see a murdering sack of shit. But you're a person, Andy. You got needs, joys, regrets, and sorrows. You're deserving of love. And I love you, man.
Oh.
Damn it, Samuel. Don't you know crying is dangerous to a vampire? It is fluid we cannot stand to lose.
Well, let's go get you something to drink then. Come on, Andy. Let's get back to the darkness.
Thank you, Samuel. Thank you.
Fuck.
Whew, what a night. Poor Andy. I think he'll be okay, though. Being human means we're gonna keep making mistakes, but we'll have to accept them and forgive ourselves.
Sorry.
I'll keep an eye on Andy before we leave, but he seems pretty eager to help me with Heinrich now. That ought to keep him going. He gave me this here coffin as a gift, and I'll definitely think of him whenever I'm resting in it. Now then, I think I'll do a little reading from my favorite book. Something to inspire me for the challenges ahead.
Oh. God. Oh my god, he kept a fucking drawing from Isabella. He taped it up and put it on the wall of the coffin.
I learned this, at least by my experiment, that if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with success unexpected in common hours.
Dude, Sam, you just talked someone down from suicide. Okay, I need alcohol. Shut up. I'm sorry.
In proportion as he simplifies his life, the levels of the universe will appear less complex, and solitude will not be solitude, nor poverty poverty, nor weakness weakness.
I hydrated. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it, Henry. I'll just keep walking and everything will turn out okay. Now, time to watch Mo yank Larry's hair out. Well, there ain't nothing funnier than some good old slapstick violence.
How are you guys? Somewhere in the Orient Cafe, meeting place of black sheep, ba ba ba. I like that we just get to actually watch TV. Oh, poor dog.
Past the hour. I wonder what delays $10.
Fear not, most illustrious Hassan ben Sobar. Fear not. $10 will get the map by hook or crook, as sure as my name is Jinnarama.
Quite so. Service? Service! Yes, sir. Coming up.
Yes, sir, we have all the service.
At your service. Boy, if I hadn't ducked, we'd have collided sure. What a narrow escape.
Oh. Hey.
What?
Alright, stop watching TV.
I think I'm nice and relaxed now. Time for some good rest. The real journeys are still to come. Tonight's the night.
Hey,
Time to hit
guys.
The dusty trail back home. You ain't gonna take any sunrise strolls, right, Chief?
I am fine now. It was a momentary lapse of self-awareness. I have much to regret, but much to live for as well. I believe that you can turn Heinrich Kramer, Samuel, and I wish to help you as much as I can.
You better, Sugarblood. You know I can stay if you need me.
No. I cannot hold you or Samuel back. We all must continue on our paths. On my honor, I will continue as well, as I have for the last 3,000 years. You are already packed, and I would not see you delay.
I guess this is it then. Last time I'll see this bar for a while.
Immernacht shall not be the same without you, but it will be something new.
Oh, if you're looking for a new snack, there's this fellow who's been roaming around. Name of Kieran.
We have met. I should very much like to know him better. But do not worry for me, Samuel. A vampire is always comfortable with a little quiet. Regardless, I have my cats to snuggle. Now then, let us go outside. I shall see you off.
Well, here we are. Guess this is it.
Samuel, my dear, this is not an ending, but a beginning. Do not think that I have nothing left to teach you. We will speak over the internet. I do not release you from therapy.
Reckon I've got plenty of work to do still anyway.
We all do. Now, Crimson, come, embrace me.
Aww. Very intimate sounds.
Gosh.
I'm gonna miss you, Sugarblood.
We will see each other again before long. And when we do, I will give your body pleasures that you cannot conceive of. First, I will lick your...
Hey!
There's the American I know so well. Very well. I bid you both an exciting journey. Now get out of here. Here's our unpleasant...
Trust me, I would have loved to hear you continue. I would have loved it. But I'm on Twitch. Growls agitatedly.
Oh, hey, Bert. You wanted to say something.
Grunts desperately.
I think he wants to see us off.
Laboriously.
Go on, my friend. Speak your mind.
Puffs grunts.
Have fun, mate.
Oh, Bert. You always know what to say.
Aww.
That's it then. In the past months, I've learned more about myself than I did in the last 2 centuries. I got reasons to hope that I can put my skills to use back home, and that I can help anyone who's ready to be helped. For the first time in my life, I got real friends who can't die. And together, we can be better vampires than we ever were alone. I was lost once. I didn't know what I was put on this earth to do. I didn't know why I died. I didn't know who I was. I may be a vampire, but I can reflect now. Now I know who I am.
Thanks, Pumpkin.
Consulting therapist. I like that. Terrible lead programmer.
Very good.
Hello, thank you. Thank you. I needed that. Appreciate it. Alright. Special thanks. You good? A version of good. Sam and Chris, what? 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 They better. Please. I know it said hopefully. I'm going to be hopeful and ignore that it said hopefully. and take it as truth. I'm gonna close out the game. I'm emotionally compromised, guys. I didn't expect to be talking down someone from suicide. We're gonna go on raid. And I'm gonna go watch Bob's Burgers. Let me find someone for us to raid. What if there's anyone playing this game? It's only me. Never mind. It's gonna be like, oh, great, someone's playing this game right now. Nope. No. Let's see. Oh, that's someone that I haven't rated in a while. Someone I haven't seen in a bit. They usually stream. They're usually not live by the time I'm done with streaming. Because they're in a different part of the world and it's late for them. We're gonna go raid Jack. We haven't raided Jack in a while. I don't know what they're playing. They're playing Death Stranding. I don't know anything about it. I think it has Norman Reedus in it. That's all I've got. We're gonna go raid them. Make sure that you scroll copy the "You Are Loved" message. With a jumpy. If you're not subscribed, then that's okay, because you can scroll copy the one with a purple heart instead. Thank you guys so much for coming in. That game, it was a very good game. Obviously, it's a very good game. I didn't expect that, like, ending to... Even, like, while it was happening, when it was finally over, I didn't expect to just break down the way I did. I apologize. Fucking hell. It was very emotional. What am I doing? I'm not going to be live tomorrow. I have tomorrow off. I also don't stream Monday. I will see you guys Tuesday. And Tuesday, I don't know what I should do for Tuesdays. Because Tuesdays Steam maintenance happens. So I feel like I should play a game that's off, like either single player or off of Steam or something. I'll figure out something. Or I should just stream like an hour later on Tuesdays. Figure out something. Anyway, I got literal seconds. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Love and appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys Tuesday. Bye!